You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
La 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 la. I see blue.
You're good.
Hello, Internet.
Okay. You started
You gonna
off?
do it?
No.
You want to start?
It's not my
You
job.
start it? So you can introduce us. It'd be fun.
All right.
All right, yeah, do it.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games.
Tyler and Dave are tied up and gagged right now.
I have kidnapped them, and if you want to hear the rest of this episode, you will Venmo me $20.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Hold the podcast ransom.
But this is Tyler and Dave play old games, and Tyler just talked me into doing the intro for some reason.
Yeah, why not? Come on.
So it's just
We like the chaos. You know, we were just talking about it.
two old guys plus one other old guy just talking about some stuff, hanging out, playing some games, you know, giving way too much information about our personal lives, shit like that. You know how it is.
Games and jokes.
Little homespun, artisanal
Yeah,
podcast.
Yeah.
Parmesan encrusted
Yeah,
podcast.
There's not enough just garlic stuff. You know that? I hate garlic and Parmesan everything. Fuck it. Just give me garlic something.
No, just garlic.
I don't need
that's all.
Parmesan
You don't
with
need
it.
it to pair
You're on
with
that.
Parmesan,
No, fuck. I don't care. That's one thing I don't really care for is Parmesan. Don't really
You're
care
on that
for it.
Wario
I
platform.
love garlic. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. That's what I'm going for here.
You've been dieted, yeah?
I've been liking.
Yeah?
I like the color yellow.
Yeah?
Yeah. I put on a lot of weight the last 2 years.
Yeah?
Facial hair. I haven't showered. Not yesterday.
Yeah.
So.
And you did
And I
ride,
want more garlic.
you did ride by me on a motorcycle yesterday and fart loudly.
Dressed as Batman. Yeah.
You've been dieting, yeah?
Yeah, I've been watching. I need to actually start lifting, but I've been, trying to watch calories more, and
Yeah, me too.
I just need to get time to get back here and set up everything again, and then get back into that routine.
Yeah. I want to get back to the gym, but not ready for that. Once Henry's vaccinated and
Yeah,
then it's a little bit of a different story, which is soon. It's going to be soon. So, and then I can get back to the gym and start doing stuff again. Because I have been watching calories, and it's what sucks is I miss going to the gym, because on the days where I'd go to the gym and fucking burn 1,000 calories, it's I get to eat that later. I get to leave the gym and eat whatever. I get to live like a normal person, or a normal me would. And it's yep, I'm going to go and undo all this great stuff. But hey, as long as I get within that calorie budget, it's all good, baby.
I've been watching a lot of TikToks about working out that are they introduce you. Hey, is it more about quantity instead of quality? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, follow.
Yeah.
What are we talking about this weekend?
This week, we were talking about Poppin' TwinBee.
Poppin' TwinBee.
It is a little top-down shooter, like a air battle top-down shooter thing.
Yeah, it's like
A cute 'em up.
it's a shoot 'em up.
Shoot 'em up. That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah. There's a top-down cute 'em up as opposed to a side-scrolling cute 'em up. Which Konami has two cute 'em ups that they're famous for. This one, Poppin' TwinBee, and then
Castlevania.
Parodius. Yeah, Castlevania.
I
I was waiting for a pachinko joke. It didn't happen. I'm very proud.
Right.
I'm very, very proud of this podcast.
I'll leave the dead horse back there. I do love turn on a game. I love the old Konami Super Nintendo.
Yeah, that's neat. That's
Man.
always
Yeah.
good.
Because that was my Castlevania 4 experience.
Yeah.
So every time I see that, it brings back that turn on Castlevania 4 when I lived in this house. Castlevania eggs.
Castlevania
Come on.
eggs.
Didn't know Roman numerals. All right, perfect.
or the difference between eggs and numerals. Is this food or number?
IV, that's 8, right? All right, 8. Put some country on it. 8. 6, 7, 8.
I'm good. Like I learned my Roman numerals from Final Fantasy games, which is why I never know what Super Bowl it is because we don't have Final Fantasy 46 yet. It's like I'm good with Roman numerals up to 15. We're good. That's it.
So what have you guys been up to this week?
Work. It's time to set the budget. So it's been a work week.
Awesome.
Always fun. I think I haven't even got to play any more Persona. It's just been one thing after the other. So,
I thought about playing Persona, and then I ended up playing a lot of Poppin' TwinBee.
figured you would like this.
I did. Just to show that hand early.
A little bit of spoiler action there.
Yeah,
I did too. I beat it.
Yeah,
Damn,
baby.
dog.
Yeah.
On baby mode, but I beat it.
Yeah, nice.
Which is, for me, that's something.
That's something.
Define baby mode.
One.
Oh, one difficulty?
Yeah. And then I played through and beat it. And I was like, oh, this is cool. Got to level. Then it jumps you up to level 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did not do so well. So I didn't do great, but I had fun with it.
Yeah.
And I beat it.
Yeah.
So I count.
Nice.
That counts.
Congratulations.
And I
That
found
does count.
There's no better endings for beating it on higher levels.
No idea. I only beat it on 4.
Yeah, I looked up on YouTube. And
Oh, that was a fact. There is
there
no
is
other.
no additional.
It's nice.
So yeah, I got the proper ending. And
Nice.
everything.
Nice.
I got pretty far in it, but I mean, I don't think shooters, especially top down, not really my thing. But I did enjoy it, and I enjoyed playing it. But once I died a few times, it was like, okay, it's pretty
Got
good.
what
though.
you need.
It's pretty good though.
I beat it a couple times because I wanted to play the Japanese version, and then I played
Heard the PAL
Switch
version sucks.
and then
Do you know what version the Switch has?
I mean, it's all in English, so it's
Probably
got to be the PAL version.
would
Because it's supposed to function at like 80% speed compared to the Japanese version.
Yeah, that's because of the hertz. Because like all the PAL stuff runs at 50 hertz instead of 60, which we do NTSC. So yeah, there's like, and you can go on YouTube and like do a side by side comparison of like the one I saw most recently is like Super Mario 64, and like they'll start the game at the same time, and then you can see how much slower the PAL version is. Just
It's their little power grid that functions at a lower capacity. Like why is it slower?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know why they made that decision.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I guess a decision was made at some point that's like we like the North America and Japan was like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do NTSC, and then everyone else was like, we're gonna do PAL. I have no idea how that came about, and a lot of this is me talking on my ass. But
yeah, it's probably the same, like beta and VHS, and just a matter of choice. Whoever you pick, what you pick.
Yeah, and I don't know if it had to do with power consumption or if it had to do with fucking laws, tariffs. I have no idea. But yeah,
I wonder why. I want to find that out now.
but I mean, the good news is that a lot of developers were from Japan at that time. So it's like if stuff got imported over here, everything ran the way it was supposed to run. But yeah, stuff that like PAL stuff always kind of is a little bit slower. But I played the PAL version too, and I didn't think it was, honestly, 100% honest. I didn't notice a difference.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not sensitive to it.
I bet that's the case for most of them, is that you wouldn't notice the difference. Kind of like high audio. I'm not an audiophile. I can't tell the difference between. I mean, I can tell the difference between shitty speakers and good speakers, but I can't tell the difference between good speakers and amazing speakers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm the same way.
As long as I can hear it and it's got good bass, I'm fine with it. So, yeah, I don't know. I would feel like that would be the case for PAL as well, where you just don't notice.
I didn't notice at all. And I mean, this was just running off of an EverDrive. So I don't know if that comes into play too. I would think it wouldn't, but who the fuck knows? Like, I'm playing it on a NTSC Super Nintendo through an EverDrive. So, but I didn't notice a difference. I even thought about doing a side by side because like I played the shit out of this game. I played it a lot. I played it on the Switch during the Sunday night stream, TADPOG Church. I played it online with a few people. That was a lot of fun. There are parts of this game I wish I would have known prior. Like 2-player mode has some really cool features.
Like you can share your health.
Yeah, you can like dock essentially, and it's like you can the player with yeah. The player with more health.
We need to get Sean Miller in here.
You player with more health.
People who know deep cuts will know exactly what I'm talking about.
The player with more health can average it out.
So it
with the
gives
other
you
player.
each the same. You get the
Yeah.
average between the two.
Yeah.
Which could be like 3/4 for
Right.
both of you.
And what you can have the enemies go after one of you more than the other.
Yeah, that's
Like,
an
that is
option. Yeah, that's an
See,
option.
I meant to reach out to you and see if you wanted to play,
I would have totally been down.
and I just got busy with stuff and forgot.
Sure.
So I wanted to though because I enjoyed it as single player, and I did read up on these features like you're
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
and it sounded would be really an excellent 2-player experience.
And it's very cool that they did that because, like, especially I love that they have the option where it's like you can choose where it's just like in 2-player if it's normal or if player 1 is targeted more than player 2, and it allows like a more experienced player and a less experienced player to play the same game, and at their respective skill levels.
exactly.
So I think that's really neat. You can also in 2-player do. I know we've talked about this before. When we talk about the Simpsons arcade game, like the beat 'em up,
Yeah.
how it's like you have a combo attack, and you can do that and pop in TwinBee. You can like essentially throw the other bee. Your little ships are called bees, and they look like little toy submarines,
Yeah.
essentially with arms and
They're like
Mickey
cute-
Mouse gloves.
cute mechs.
Yeah,
You see the platformer, the side-scrolling platformer.
yeah. This is like
Well, there's
so many of these fucking games.
All
too.
right, are we game talking?
We're doing whatever.
Okay.
We're in free form.
Well, I didn't want to get into too much if we weren't, but
Well, I mean, we haven't done our intros or anything. But,
Lord of Chaos reign.
I mean, it's fine.
yeah, whatever.
It's cool. Whatever we can do. We can do whatever we want in whatever order.
I just saw that they had so many of these fucking games.
There are a lot of them.
I
I
never
never-
the series, and they
Have you
were-
played any of them?
No, none
Me
of them.
neither.
None of them were released here.
Right.
I read up on it, and they were like, "This is like 7 fucking games." I'm like, "Well, fuck, we're just now getting this one."
Yeah.
which was fun. But there was also a side scroller that came out right after this that we never got to play. But
This is
it was kind of a shame because I think if all the other games kind of live up to this quality, it's a pity we didn't get a chance to play them before now.
This is the 6th game in the Poppin' TwinBee series, and it's like
That's crazy.
Beat up and popped.
it's wild.
You'd have thought that they would have tried to push that on North America because I think it would have gone over really well.
I think, yeah, I don't know. I think it's a really good. I think it's a really good shooter. I think it's a really
Yeah.
good shoot 'em up. I do, but I think I don't know if this was true or not.
It's a baby game. Looks like a baby game.
Yes, and and it's like when you look at Japanese box art from video games from like the 90s and compare it to like how it's been localized, like you can tell that when they're marketing video games they're specifically marketing video games here in the 90s, they were to like adolescent boys.
Absolutely.
Like-
I could
And
see.
And they are not
Like,
kawaii.
right, yeah, not
Yeah.
girls, not adults. Certainly not, men and women. It's just like we have one demographic.
I get that.
And that is
yeah, that makes a lot
Perverted
of
children.
sense.
Yeah, right.
That's what we're going for.
So I mean, it was different. It was different
Yeah.
in Japan, and I assume it was different in Europe, just based on the fact that Europe got some of these releases that we didn't get. I mean, I think that I don't know. Post Sailor Moon, I think it probably would have been okay.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think, yeah. I 100%
But
think
pre
you're
Sailor
right.
Moon, I do think it's a hard. I think it was a hard. Would
Yeah,
have been
I-
a hard sell.
I believe that.
Yep.
I see that. For
Toonami
real.
changed everything.
Toonami did a lot. Toonami did a lot. Like Cartoon Network in general, I feel like is like I haven't done any research in this, but I feel like should be lauded for like really bringing anime to the mainstream. Because I mean, like,
Because it showed up there and hasn't stopped. I mean, it's getting more and more popular every day. you
and
know?
before then, it was just like you might catch some anime on the Sci-Fi Channel at 2 a.m, maybe.
yeah,
maybe. And it's like, maybe MTV will have like French animation, you know? And it's like, oh,
I guess we lost you, me. Yeah, all right.
that's pretty close. I like Liquid TV. They got some stuff from in there. It's good. But I don't know. I mean, I guess there was other stuff.
$25 Suncoast cassettes.
Right. Yeah, no
man,
shit.
Yeah.
And I guess there was other stuff that was anime and we just didn't know it because it was so localized. Like, I know we talk about the Noozles a lot on this show, but straight up, that was an anime.
Yeah.
So as far as I know, it might not have been Japanese anime. It might have been Korean, but I had no idea. And I mean, and to be fair, like I feel like a lot of that stuff, even like the stuff that came over, maybe excluding Speed Racer, I guess you could say it's Speed Racer is kind of like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is a pretty macho anime. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that appeals to that, again, that same demographic. So, but that wasn't super. I mean, it was mainstream,
skewered to a certain extent too.
sort of, kind of. But I mean, everybody knew who Speed Racer was.
Right.
But
And I felt like that was the exception for the time too, because like, what else was there? I mean, I don't know. I wasn't
much.
really watching TV when Speed Racer was a thing.
It wasn't much. I've mentioned before, you know, we had Ultraman, the live action Ultraman show, and of course all the Godzillas and stuff. And then we had Speed Racer. I mean, we had a little taste of Japanese entertainment here and there, but not nearly. I mean, not even a fraction of what there is today, you know?
Yeah, and all that, like speaking back to what Tyler just said, like Godzilla and like all that, that's very like boy driven, I feel like. And that's not to say that women can't enjoy it too, but I mean, it's like that stuff was definitely marketed to boys.
Sure,
I mean,
absolutely.
That's the
Even
reality I
Gotsuki.
want to see. When Nintendo decided who we're going to market to, instead they choose girls. I want to see that world. How would that decision have changed everything?
A lot. Yeah, it would have.
Yeah, and I think I don't know, man. Like I feel like Nintendo is probably pretty good about it. Like especially like compared to a lot of the third-party developers, because I mean Nintendo was doing stuff like Kirby's Dream Land, and like not to say that it was like directly targeted at girls, but I mean that's definitely cute. I mean even like Yoshi too, like even like I feel like Nintendo did a really good job of like I don't know, just doing what they were doing.
Easing you into it.
Yeah,
like easing the American market into this
Right.
kind of thing. I agree.
But I do feel like Konami, like especially, like is one of those where it's like, oh yeah, you know, everything's hardcore. It's cool. Everything's hard. And don't worry about it. This is not a baby game.
And if you don't like it, you're a pussy, and tell people that they are.
Right? Don't worry. There's sweaty dudes with bandanas and guns. Don't worry.
We're going to build a gate right here, and we need you boys to watch this gate.
And you
And
know,
if any girl says they're been on the other side of the gate, you harass the shit out of them.
you tell them to give you 3 contrafacts. And you know what? I kind of take it back a little bit about Nintendo because, like, I remember, like, even I was talking about Kirby, but it's like, even looking at Kirby box art, like from the Japanese versions to the North American versions, it's still Kirby, but like now he's angry. You know, he's like he's cute, but like his eyes,
You gotta be
he's
angry.
angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta paint this toxic masculinity on here. Ah, perfect for American boys.
What would you like? You get
Kirby sucks up his feelings and keeps them deep down.
you get to pick toxic masculinity, toxic work culture. You decide.
Ooh, fair point. Fair point.
So that's like it's a shame.
Everything's cute, but we are the only country that works ourselves to literal death.
So like when I wonder if like when an American developed game was like when Xbox kind of got big. I know it never really got like a super big foothold in Japan or anything, but like when those games were imported, like did we have everybody in suits like bowing down to whoever's boss? Like I mean like
Very possibly.
I don't know. Halo guy bowing to Master Chef. I don't know. I didn't play Halo.
No, you got it. You got it.
I didn't play those.
Yeah, pretty sure Halo. Yeah, Halo was like some dude from the Bible. It was a Bible game.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a sequel to ActRaiser 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even had like an arc in it. I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I've never.
Biblical.
I've not played a Halo game. I've never played a Halo.
I played.
You don't pull
played
off
them.
Master Chief's helmet. Jesus, underneath that. No one's
one
seen it
knows.
yet, but yeah, Jesus.
Pretty sure it's Jesus though.
I've never played a Halo, but that makes sense. That tracks.
I have
believe that
literally
it's-
never played one either.
Oh, I played a lot of Halo.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I'm not against it. It's just I didn't have an Xbox.
Yeah.
And I
That's
did-
it. That's pretty much it. I had one, and of course you play Halo. At, at launch and stuff when it's new and fresh. And what's this? And then you kind of stick with it because it's a good franchise.
I didn't have a
It's
Mac
lot of
either
fun.
because I know they started like Bungie started on Macs, which is like
That's true.
wild because now they're very much a Microsoft.
Oh
thing.
yeah, they're the Microsoft thing. They make sure there's a nice big fresh-ish Halo release for every new system.
Yeah. Maybe I've got a Series X. Maybe I'll play the next Halo that keeps getting pushed back. And every time I hear it gets pushed back, I'm kind of like, nah, it's fine.
I can wait. You guys take your time.
I'll
wait.
It's cool.
I'm good. Do it for me.
Yeah, it's
Well,
gonna
they
be on.
will.
It's gonna be on Game Pass, right? Oh no, then I'm probably not gonna play it.
It will.
Yeah, it better be.
And they pulled a lot from. I mean, Microsoft puts a lot into Halo, and that's kind of their big thing, their big cash cow. You know,
flagship, yeah.
shit. The fucking voice command in Windows is called Cortana,
Right,
And
right.
she's the little voice assistant to Master Chief. The little
Do you
AI.
use that? Does anybody
No,
use that?
No.
The one on my phone is Bixby.
Bixby.
Yeah, I had a
Bixby
Bixby.
is disabled.
Bixby.
Is it an LG phone? Is yours an LG?
It's what is it? Samsung Galaxy.
Oh, it's
I
Samsung.
just speaking of audiophile, I just got a new phone last week. This is my first phone. The only thing I hate about it is it does not have a headphone jack. So I had to go and buy Bluetooth headphones and earbuds. And I put it on the ear. I found good because it was Boss's Week last week, and everyone got together and got me and the managers like Amazon gift cards. I was like, oh, sweet,
that's
perfect.
nice.
Yeah.
Very sweet of them. Plus, I was like, all right, this is my Bluetooth money. So I got the headphones and I was like, oh, these are really well rated. And I found like super high audio or whatever on YouTube, and it was like I was listening to it, and it sounds the exact same as everything else. I don't understand.
How do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, the headphones
Just
themselves are just
hard to
Yeah.
distinguish the audio.
Like what? Just I thought about what you said earlier. I have between good and great, I have no clue, none whatsoever.
Bixby sounds like the main character of like a European platformer starring a cereal mascot.
Bixby,
or the name of a
it's
butler
a snail in a tuxedo, like
Yeah.
a butler snail.
like we're in an American sitcom, a butler in an American sitcom or something.
Finish your boat race and have a bowl of snailios.
No, he hits the guy in his car, and he has to be his butler for a year. But he's a snail, Bixby.
Yeah, I remember I had a Samsung phone at one point, and I remember Bixby. I was thinking it was LG because I had an LG as well, and it had a fucking different named one. I'll never use those things.
I get so mad at Siri because I use Siri. I don't think a lot of people do, but like I do. And but I get frustrated because like we've also got like we're getting spied on like constantly. But we got like a Google Dot as well.
Yeah.
And it's like that'll actually tell me information.
Yes, it will.
Siri's always like, hey, I found a website. Would you like to read it? No. Why do you think I asked you? I could have just looked it up. Just fucking tell me.
That is one of Google's AI's fun features is that you can ask it something and it will give you an answer as opposed to telling. Amazon Alexa does that too.
Yeah. Well,
is-
and the Google Dot's always like, we've sent this information to your blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm never going to read it. Thanks for telling me the temperature.
What's the temperature, Siri? It's right there on your phone. Why don't you just fucking look at it, you asshole?
Because I don't use voice command like at all. Melissa uses hers a lot. She's like, why don't you just do that? I don't know. I don't want to. Leave me alone.
Yeah, that's like
Luddite.
voice to text is always rough too. I don't know if you guys ever use that shit. but
No.
like, oh my
No, no, no.
I've
God.
got a friend, one of Tanya's friends, she'll come over and she voices the text constantly. And she'll be there with her phone. Hey, period.
Yes.
I'm coming out to your place tomorrow, exclamation point, space, emoji, happy face. And I'm like,
Is it weird to hear someone say
Yes.
it and then say exclamation point?
Exclamation
Happy
point.
birthday! Exclamation point.
It's like the elephant race in Mass Effect. Exasperated. Why are you doing this to me? I had an employee doing that. It was like his second day, and he was calling me, telling me he was running late. And he was doing voice to text. So in the middle, hey, just want to let you know I'm running late. I'll take a orange juice, a hash brown.
I have a breakfast emergency.
I was like, I'm not even mad. It's just funny.
It's just awesome. Yeah. Well, and it's just so funny to
Going for the orange juice.
when they do that, because she will be like, "Happy birthday!" exclamation point. I want the fucking AI to fucking rat out who's doing that and say this was said with absolutely no emotion. Just in little parentheses, hey, this is Stacy's phone, and she didn't really sound excited to say happy birthday.
She didn't laugh out
I'm
loud.
excited for you, but I'm only following instructions. Happy birthday.
She snorted a little louder than usual.
I'll fuck with Nikki a little bit when I'll do voice to text. Like sometimes when I'm driving back from recording, and I'll say something like heart emoji, knowing that it's not going to do the heart. It's going to spell it
Write
out.
out heart emoji.
Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I'm like looking old in front of my
Dick
wife.
emoji, pussy emoji, cum emoji.
R, letter U, arrow down.
Fuck.
Papa TwinBee.
Poppin' TwinBee.
TwinBee.
The one thing I did not care for, because it kept fucking with me, is the power-up system.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably the biggest sticking point about this game.
I got pretty good with the power up system, but at first
Takes
it was
practice.
like it got back to bronze every time. I don't need points. I need a shield.
Takes practice.
Yeah, it really does.
Because it's a system where you shoot clouds,
Like you do.
and
happy little clouds.
the cloud will poop out a bell.
Like they do.
That's bronze. And then if you shoot that bell enough times, it'll change to a different color. And that color will determine what power up you get.
So like a green, I always went for the greens.
Green's good. They give
because
you
you
the
get a
extra-
little pod that circles around you. And speaking of the pods, at the beginning of the game, you can configure how those pods will float around your ship. Like it's either straight back and forth, or they circle you. And there's a third one I can't remember.
Engulf.
They would go up.
Engulf.
They would go ahead of you. Yeah.
And
And that's good because they'll fucking ride the sides of the screen.
yeah. And then you've got the green bells, and you can get up to 4 of these guys spinning around you, which is each one of those counts as a hit.
Yeah, I went for them spinning around me.
I did too,
Every time.
pretty much every time.
I did too until I was playing with Phil Phil is really good at this game. Doesn't surprise me because like Phil's like good at Galaga.
Yeah,
so I
that's
just
his
assume he's like
thing, right?
good at shmups. So it's like I was watching him play and he used the engulf one, the third option, where like as you hold down the fire button, they start out like flanking on either side. You have 2 of these mini bees on either side, and as you hold down the fire button, they just start to spread out at the bottom of the screen, and then when they reach the corner, they just do a 90-degree up. So if you just keep the fire button down, essentially at one point your ship is shooting forward,
And they're shooting towards you.
inside horizontally.
So you've got a grid of
You got a
destruction.
grid, yeah.
That's cool. I have to try it with that.
I saw
That's
him
cool.
doing that. I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely the way to go.
Yeah.
But they change it because like, so TwinBee is the boy and he flies the little blue ship, and WinBee is the girl and she flies the pink ship, and their mini abilities, those 3 options, work a little bit differently.
Oh, okay.
Like hers, instead of like shooting from the side, they'll shoot like backwards, which is not always useful, but sometimes it's very useful because enemies will come from behind, and it's like there's nothing you can do except for wait for them, because you can't shoot backwards most of the time. You just wait for them to pass you and then attack them. But the power-ups, you would go for the green bell?
The green, and it depends, because there's a lot of points where there's just you could have 15 damn bells bouncing around if you're good at it, and especially like right after a level when you beat a boss, just like 40 bells.
It's like the Foot Clan test. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then what you get at the end when you beat a boss and all the bells come out, which is the same deal, you can I think you get about 5 to 7 seconds or something. to shoot at those bells so that you can take whatever you get into the next level. So then there would be some levels where I would start out with 4 dudes and full shield and 2 screen clears, you know. So the blue ones are the
speed.
Speed, okay.
And the speed is
The speed.
The speed. It's like speed, but made of different material.
It's like Speed,
man-made
but said
material.
by Sean Connery.
If Sean Connery was co-starring with Sandra Bullock in Speed,
Speed.
you can only drive the bus 55 kilometers per hour. Yeah, the blue ones. So like the speed is kind of.
I want that version of Speed, so they're all the Americans trying to figure out how fast they mean, and the bus explodes.
Yeah, he doesn't know. He can't tell them. The blue ones.
They'd have never made that fucking jump at 55 kilometers per hour.
Or would they? I don't really know.
Yeah, actually, they probably would have.
I don't know how
They
fast
shouldn't have
that
made
is.
they shouldn't have made that fucking jump in this one either.
Do I run 55 kilometers per hour? I don't know. Maybe.
Does Usain Bolt? I don't know.
How many stones am I? 12? I don't know.
12 times, what is it? I think it's 17 pounds in
I
a
have
stone.
no idea.
Something like that.
No
Something-
idea.
If they think anything of our measurement is weird,
I mean,
stones
come on.
win. Stones win.
It's like, how many stones are you? I don't know, man. How many mushrooms do you eat? I don't fucking know. Units of measurements?
I don't know how many stones I weigh. It depends on how many hands tall I am.
Yeah. What am I, a horse?
So speed.
Ross!
Speed kind of sucks because there's a cap to it. And like every time you collect a blue bell, you get a little bit faster. And up until after you collect,
and you have
4 hours.
average ice cream.
Yeah. Blue bell's not very. It's. I think I'd rather have store brand than Blue Bell. Honestly.
Yeah. You're paying more for lesser ice cream.
Yeah.
For real.
Sir, I just bought this. Excuse me. I just bought this Blue Bell ice cream. Can you tell me where in this store I can find small wooden flat spoons that I could eat it with? I don't feel like I have the full experience unless I taste wood, untreated wood, as I eat this.
Perfect. Something just kind of. Man, even you saying it in my mouth just go.
I got a splinter just from hearing about it.
I need my tongue to be like a cat's tongue. While oh shit, this is too wet. Let me just stamp this on my fucking tongue a few times. There we go. Now it's good. I'm dry. Let's get back in there.
Sir, I like ice cream, but I also like gelatin. Can you give me something blue that combines both of those? Blue bunny ice cream.
Oh.
So vanilla ice cream with a weird gelatiny texture.
I might have gotten my
I
ice
also
creams
don't care
mixed
for Blue
up.
Bunny.
I might have gotten Blue Bell and Blue Bunny mixed up. I had a small argument about Jell-O before leaving to record because like Nikki likes Jell-O and I don't, and I blame it on the fact she's like, I don't understand how you don't like Jell-O. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't like eating hooves. How about that? And I'm like, I don't know. It's not that. It's just I don't like it. I had it a bunch as a kid. Like my mom used to do Jell-O like all the time, constantly, and it would never be like a fun Jell-O mold either. It would just be like
fucking cubes.
Here's
of
a
Jell-O.
fucking rectangle of Jell-O.
You see a pan you're hoping is brownies?
Nope.
Jell-O.
Oh, sweet. And it's probably cherry or strawberry, right? Nah, it's green. Sweet. Great, I love it. Thank you. But the Blue Bells, you can
Jell-O jigglers, man.
Oh man, and I wanted
Orange Jell-O jigglers.
I wanted to like the Jell-O jigglers too because of Cosby.
The pudding pop, the Jell-O pudding pop was really good.
Those were good, but I feel like those had the same weird. It's just because they were frozen that you didn't notice that same weird texture that Blue Bunny ice cream has. But you eat those so fast you don't notice.
The jigglers fucking sucked, and I absolutely bought them because Bill Cosby told me to. And I tried them and didn't like them, and I was like, well, I'll try them again. Maybe I'll like them.
Maybe your taste changes every 7 years.
No.
I'll keep trying them until it does.
I didn't. Speaking of Bill Cosby, I had to have an awkward conversation with Henry because Tuesday is library day, and I get to pick out 4 books I get to keep for 2 weeks. And it's very nice. And he usually comes home. Oh, not usually. He always comes home with good books. And like this past week, he brought home a book called Macaroni, which is a nonfiction book about macaroni.
Perfect.
We learned a lot about
there you
macaroni.
go.
And I was like, look at that. That's how fancy people eat macaroni. And then this is how we eat it from a box on a stove.
As God intended.
And he's like, maybe we should bake it. And I was like, maybe we should do that. But that seems like a whole lot of effort for macaroni.
It is, yeah.
And he had a book on sushi. And I got to have a conversation with him about like, I'm glad you're interested in sushi. We'll get some sushi for you to try. Dad has tried it. Dad does not like sushi. So you and Mom get to have a sushi dinner, and I'll eat noodles.
Macaroni.
I'll be the child.
Make a box of macaroni.
Come in with a Happy Meal. just start eating my little fries.
No, this is my fucking toy. You can't have this toy. This is my Happy Meal. What the fuck?
Third book.
Eat your raw fish, boy.
Third book. Same from the same series on pizza. And I was like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Fourth book is The Day I Saw My Dad Cry. And it's like, okay, what's this book about? And it's a Little Bill book. So, and it's like, okay, so Bill Cosby wrote this joint. All right. And so I'm in my mind, I'm like,
I'm going to read this first.
no.
Talk about magical barbecue sauce in this one like he did the Cosby Show.
In my mind, I'm like, do I have a conversation with my child about Bill Cosby? Because he has to do these book buck things where it's like you fill out this little sheet of paper, you turn it in, and it gets entered for like a chance to win a bike, essentially.
Okay. New accelerator reader.
Kind of, sort of. Yeah, it's definitely incentivizing them to read, which is great. That's fine. Although I will say it does cause a problem. And that problem is he wants to read short books only.
Yeah.
So he can fucking burn through them and just have as many book bucks as possible.
Yeah.
But it's like, son, these books are for like toddlers. Like, I know, I see what you're doing. You're gaming the system. But like,
I mean, that's smart.
it's smart, but like,
Give him the Bible. This is 127 books, Henry. Go ahead.
here, teach me this bullshit. I don't know. I can't fucking.
I don't want to you read it.
Yeah,
you cherry pick
I can't
it.
make heads or tails out of this shit. Good luck with numbers. I don't know, man. So I was
They
like,
have the anime version. Just give them that.
wait, do they have the anime version
Yeah,
of the
they
Bible?
do. Yeah, they do.
The Patreon episode?
Let's do it.
Yeah, we probably should.
Is it actually anime or is it manga? Or?
Manga is what I mean.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah.
How long is that? Oh, I don't know. A billion pages?
It's probably a best hits and not fucking numbers. Done. Yeah.
So I was like, I decided.
Deuteronomy, the manga.
I decided, let's have a watered down conversation about Bill Cosby because I just want you to know that the person who wrote this book was like someone that we really like. America really loved this guy. Like, I mean, really loved him and like did some really like funny stuff. But then he did some bad things. And Henry was like, well, what kind of bad things? And I was like, oh, fuck, why did I do this? And I was like, well, he didn't respect the people that he worked with. I felt like that was just blanket enough. I was like,
Let me tell you about Jimmy Savile now.
I was like, you know how like you ask permission for things? And he's like, yeah. I was like, Bill Cosby didn't like to ask for permission for things.
There you go.
And he's like, oh, okay. And I said, so I'm just telling you because like, it's probably not a name you want to throw around a lot unless you're doing a video game podcast.
Just imagine, like, I won't let you watch YouTube and you really want to watch YouTube. So you give me something that makes me sleep and then you put YouTube in my ass.
So I don't know. The macaroni book's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then you get your own YouTube channel. So I don't know. You just,
But the bluebells,
Speed.
when you get more than 4 bluebells, you reset your speed back down to your base.
Oh,
speed.
is that right?
Yeah,
I didn't
and
know
it
that.
sucks.
I thought something was
and
weird.
it fucking sucks. And
Yeah.
it's like, that's one of the things that's like, I know this is common in games in this genre, but it's like, don't fucking punish me for like bouncing the bells around and just like, because sometimes they get all clustered up and it's like, it becomes this thing. It's essentially like, that game you would play and maybe still do where you have a balloon that's full of air and you're bouncing it and you're like, that balloon touches the floor, you lose. That's how these bells work. If the bells get past you, they just fall off the screen and you lose them. You don't get the power up. So it like benefits you to like rush in and grab them. But when you do that, sometimes you get shit that you don't want.
Or you get you run into stuff because you're trying to move into the middle of the playing field.
Because if you hit that bell, it goes way the fuck up.
Yeah, and it's off screen. And then you have to be patient and wait for it to fall.
Right.
Especially if you've been spamming the fire button.
Which you need to do because
the thing out. Yeah.
The screen is fucking full of shit constantly.
Yes, absolutely.
So
constantly.
Yeah. So you got to catch the bell, and I can't tell you how many times I got the bell to the right color, and then I had to move out of the way of something, and the bell flew right past me.
Yeah.
That happened all the time. But then there was purple bells.
Purple
That
bells.
was shields, right?
No, pink bells are shields.
Pink was shields.
Purple bells are the spread.
Oh, that's
spread
right.
gun.
Which was powerful.
Yes, but
so powerful.
But when you get the spread, this ties into what we were just talking about, how it's like chaotic with the bells. If you have the spread gun and you're trying to like get a bell, it's super fucking hard because you have to be like, okay, I can't fire my gun because it's going to knock the bells up in the air. So that means I cannot shoot any enemies. So it's like there are segments where I'm just like dodging enemies and dodging bullets, waiting for a fucking bell to come down.
And by the time it comes down, it's bronze again.
Yeah.
Well, and that also, speaking of the spread gun and the bells, the spread gun's way more powerful than the standard gun. But it fires slower. Its power also affects the bells. So like if it takes, let's say it takes 10 shots to turn a bell into a different color, it takes 5 shots for that gun to do it. And so you could change the bell way faster than what you're used to and go right past the color that you were trying to get and end up with something you didn't mean to get.
Yeah.
The pink shield ones, they were stackable. Like you could get up to 4 of those and it would have different shield levels.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was like
change color.
The shield would change color, and I think the strongest one was like green, and then you get 2 hits at green, and then it was like turns to blue, and then you get 2 more hits at blue, and depending on how many you got bells.
Oh, it would give you that number of hits.
Yeah,
I see. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
So that was always good to have. But my go-to was I forgot the ones that like. I don't know how to describe the blinking ones, the ones that give you the screen clear.
Yeah, they call them, they call the screen clear mini transformation.
The color of the bell, though.
They flash sort of like a star in Mario.
Yeah, something like that. You get that, and then you can have, if you can grab those up, you get the screen clears, which basically just fills the screen with all of this
tiny U's.
And you can't shoot your primary weapon while that's going off.
But you're invincible.
And it's super effective. Like, it does a lot of damage. So, but my go-to was always the green bells. If I could get green bells, that's what I did. Because I always wanted to have that extra firepower. Because each one of those little drones has its own gun.
Yeah.
So you're lighting them up that way.
I try to get speed first. So
does that make
easier.
you move faster, or does that make the screen scroll faster under you?
No, you move faster. The screen just...
Okay, you still progress at the same rate.
Yeah,
You're just able to dodge faster.
You get faster, the screen stays the same.
All right.
I like that one because it helped getting later power-ups. But what eventually... Because I played it a bunch, and eventually what I fell into was I'll just get the bells that I get and not worry about chasing certain bells. I'll just get what I get and make it work. And then that usually works out a lot better because I'm not putting myself in really shitty situations like trying to chase down pink bell. I need that.
That's how I feel about food. I'm just going to eat whatever I eat every day and then just live my life. Man, it's a good way to live life as opposed to I'm going to chase this healthy food and worry about it all day long.
Yeah. At least the bells aren't the bells aren't more expensive in Poppin' TwinBee like healthy food is.
Yeah. Yep. Shit. Yep. You also get bomb, like you can throw bombs at the enemies on the ground.
Which I thought was so cool
Yeah.
because it auto targets just a little bit. As long
Yeah.
as you're within a certain distance, it'll auto target, and so you don't have to think about it. You just have to sort of get it in that general vicinity. And you can spam that button too. You can't just hold it down.
Right.
But I found myself just holding the fire button down with my thumb, and then with the ball of my thumb, and then just pressing
With the tip. Just the tip on the-
tip, baby,
on the
on the ground targets, because that's where your energy comes, your hearts come.
Yeah.
From the targets on the
There's
ground.
a random chance that a target on the ground, when it explodes, will give you a heart, and that'll heal you up.
It's very helpful.
Did you ever find a fairy?
No.
I only saw them 3 times. I've only seen a fairy 3 times playing the game. but
Really?
Every now and then a fairy would show up, and you grab a fairy, and it heals you. Just heals you more.
Oh wow. Okay.
I
never saw. I don't think I saw one. Although there was so much going on, I don't know if I just missed it.
That is no joke, dude. Like, there is so much going on, like, immediately too, and
So
it's
much fun, flashy, colorful shit all around you.
and it's like it takes. Honestly, like, I feel like the learning curve of this game is learning what is going to hurt you and what is not going to hurt you, because, like, especially with those 4 mini bees that you can get, like, they're firing, you're firing. I mean, there's so much, and when you're playing with 2 players, I mean, that's like you just double the amount of shit that's on the screen but doesn't hurt you. And it's just like that took me a while to come to grips with. Like, I have to train my brain to fucking, like, designate this is good, this is bad.
Yeah, but it was fun. I mean, it was a fun experience. I loved. There was one part where there's like a herd of armadillo running underneath you on the ground, and you could just spam bombs onto them, and there was a lot of hearts to come from that.
And there are a lot of weird moments in this game that I really, really like.
Yeah.
Like the avalanche of panda bears.
Yeah,
That happens.
Yeah.
There's a sky level where it's kind of like the Great Wall of China is below you, but it's kind of also in floating space.
yeah.
And then, there are just this avalanche of little ball-shaped panda bears that you have to, like, fire through. And, like, the story of this game is ridiculous. Like, the TwinBee and WinBee are flying in their bees, and then they get a distress signal from a girl, Madoka.
Her uncle, crazy scientist uncle,
Brilliant.
fell and hit his head
Hit his head on a pole.
and now he's just gone fucking crazy.
Yeah,
And
set on world domination.
Set on world domination. like you
reverse
do.
Doc Brown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does. He's a little like crazy Doc Brown, doesn't he?
You hit your head on the toilet lid. Flux
Mm-hmm.
capacitor.
And then he decides to make an army of sentient acorns. And that's what all those little enemies are in the UFOs and stuff.
Yeah.
This is a weird Super Nintendo game in which there are more controls than there are buttons for. Like, I usually feel like the games we've been playing recently where it's been like, okay,
You have the buttons, use them.
use them.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, we're just going to B and A. It's fine.
And if you want to find, but you could punch.
You can punch.
And what good was that? I could never get anything to come from that.
So there are certain enemies that you can only kill with a punch.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And also,
I already know one of them is those little pink and blue things, those pink and blue spinny things. At one point, they come raining down at you. I can't describe what they were. I couldn't make it out, but you couldn't shoot them. I just dodged them, but I bet you're right. It's punch.
you have to, I mean, you can dodge them for sure.
Yeah.
But you can also punch them. And like the punch also, according to the instruction manual, is a powerful attack. So, and it makes sense because you have to be within melee range to hit something. So if you punch an enemy, it's going to do more damage
Like
than it does
those,
shooting.
But
it.
it's
those
on
big
the-
blue centipede-looking enemies.
Yeah, you can.
Those
Is that
were
how you
tough.
kill them as a punch?
I
don't know how to do that.
I only killed one. I don't know how I
Yeah,
did it.
Zal and Phil were killing those, and I don't know how they did it.
Yeah,
like when I played single player, it's just like, I'm going to dodge these dudes
Yep.
because they only shoot one little shot at a time, and they're easy to dodge.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I didn't know what to do with them.
They look like the centipedes from like the Tesseract. Like
Yeah,
from
the
the first
Avengers,
Avengers
yeah.
movie. Yeah, that's what they look. They reminded me of.
I'm on episode 4 of Loki now.
Yeah,
How
are
you
you
feeling
liking it?
about Loki?
I am really liking it. Really liking it. That's what Artsy AJ is going to be Fem Loki for Halloween.
Cool.
So
That's awesome.
Henry's Minecraft costume came in.
Nice,
so
nice.
That's all good.
You should
Sweet.
dress Jack up as Miss Minutes.
that would be pretty cute. He's gonna be Rock Lee.
Nice.
He was Gara last year, so Rock Lee this year. I like the bosses, the boss battles. It had good boss battles at the end.
Had great boss battles.
Yes.
And they have several phases, even from the very beginning. Like the boss of the first level is essentially this giant depth charge with 2 tentacles on it, and then you shoot it enough and it explodes, and it's like Waddle Dee Sky Pirates.
It reminded me of those bunnies in Super Mario Odyssey
Yeah,
that flew
the
around.
Broodals.
That flew around together, and you
Yeah.
have to pick them off. Yeah, you had to. So you go through that, and then you shoot the little acorn pirate guys.
Yep.
And then you shoot the big one, and then those were all good boss fights.
And all the levels are themed. Like that first level is kind of like, Tyler, I couldn't remember this when I was playing it. What is the name of the town that Jeff is from in Earthbound?
Winters.
Winters. It kind of, well, now maybe you say Winters, I'm like, well, it probably wasn't fall then. But like
He was at a boarding academy too.
that
Name of a boarding academy.
that first level in Pop and TwinBee kind of gave me Earthbound vibes, because it's like it's just this nice little like town in the autumn down below, and then the second level is all essentially BioShock themed.
Yep, underwater.
It's all underwater, and you've got these little like bathysphere looking things down there where people are living.
You're fighting the Catholic Church and the government, and
Yeah. Is not a TwinBee entitled to the sweat of its own brow?
You have to kill Winby with a golf club. It's good.
Winby, would you kindly dock with me?
A Winby behaves.
And the boss of that is like this mecha squid, essentially, which also has 2 forms, where it's like you get to the point where like he stops.
It's like a blink octopus, so you can see him, but he's not really on this plane.
Yeah. And he does like the thing where like his head opens up, and then it's like, oh shit, there's like another squid inside there I gotta deal with. And then like the third level is that Great Wall of China floating, and you fight a whole bunch of like Chinese themed enemies, and it's like they're like the production value on this is so great, because it's like
It's no illusion of a guy going to the Great Wall completely anachronistically and fighting these stone samurai everywhere. God, that was such a weird fucking level.
It's a very weird level. Yeah, for sure. But like there are these like little interstitials that are amazing. Like they don't have to be there. They just put them in there, and it's nice, because like in between each level you see Madoka, the girl that you're trying to help, and she will be dressed in like some kind of like in costume that fits with the level that you just finished. So it's like it's really nice. I mean, it's like the production value. When I talk about Jalico making B games, this is the kind of shit that I mean, because it's like Jalico doesn't typically do stuff like this. Like Konami's just like, we don't have to do this, but it's a nice little thing that someone might appreciate. And it just kind of raises the overall production of it. And I like that.
One of the levels is a toy-based level.
Yeah, and that one's hard.
That one's it's towards the end.
That's like damn near the end.
They got the baby doll head.
Oh, dude.
Worm
I didn't make it there. I think I died on the airship. Like,
in the airship, the fourth level,
challenging
that is
as fuck.
and probably the longest level in the game.
Because not only are you fighting off enemies, you've got to avoid the fucking propellers, which I did not realize at first.
No, me neither.
And I was like, what am I hitting? And I realized these
the fucking
propellers
propeller.
are really there, and I need to avoid them. Then I started figuring out how to use them to like hide behind, and then all the little turret things or moles, I call them moles.
Yeah, they're like Monty Moles.
Diglets would come up, and you'd have to bomb them to be able to get them. But they'd all shoot at the same time,
Yeah.
so they're fairly easy. Man, if those things had been just spamming like individually,
Oh,
it
Jesus.
would have been impossible. But yeah, that fucking propeller shit was tough. Keeping out of its way and not getting ground up.
And whenever I'd hit the propeller, it would be like, it would take me a few hits before I realized, because I just happened to like glance up at my life and be like, "Ah, fuck, I'm in the propeller."
Well, and the thing is, the aircraft thing, this airship is flying up from below you at the beginning of the level, and the propellers don't hit you. You can see them, but they're a little faded out and they're below you. But once that thing reaches altitude, now you have to avoid them. And that's where I was having my troubles. Like, what was fucking hurting me earlier? Then I realized, oh, it's coming up. That's what's going on. But it was a long fucking
You go back and forth, because it's like you start out from like the back of the ship, the airship, and then you fight enemies that are coming off of it up to the very front of the ship. Bow? Is it the bow?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bow in the
Stern.
Stern in the back.
you get it in the stern.
And then you go back to the stern, because I guess the airship gets faster than you at some point, and then you have to get all the way back up to the bow, and then that's where you fight the final boss for that, which is like
It's another one of it's just one of those robots.
it's a big robot. Yeah, that fires.
Bow and stern and starboard and larboard. All I learned from
Larboard?
Red Seas over Red Skies, Loch Lamora book.
You're thinking of port and starboard.
I think they always called it larboard in that book.
Oh, did
Larboard?
they? I never heard that. I've only ever heard
that
port
might be
and
the
starboard.
old-fashioned
Okay.
term for it.
So
That toy level, though, when you're talking about babies, do you guys know this is like it's like the weirdest enemy in this game, the creepiest enemy in this game. Super Mario Brothers 3, you guys know like the nanny bloopers? Like they're like the bloopers that have like a tail of baby bloopers behind it.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That is in this game, but in human baby form.
they're like
so it's
Cupid dolls with
like a huge
tails.
baby in a diaper, and then like smaller babies like back behind it following in a line, and it's just like
Very Final Fantasy IV.
yeah. First of all, it's like I don't know. First of all, this is creepy as shit. Second of all, I guess I'm shooting babies now. Like
I just assumed they were dolls,
Yeah.
'Cause there was all toys and stuff in that.
Sure, whatever helps you sleep at night.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I can't remember if I got to the other move in 2-player mode. I remember starting to talk about how like in the Simpsons arcade game, like
the combo
you could do a
mode.
combo that exists in Pop and TwinBee as well. Did I say this already?
You started to. but
Okay.
You never clarified.
I probably got sidetracked like fucking Bill Cosby or some shit. But like
We don't do that. We're very on point. We don't meander for 20 minutes and return to a point.
welcome to podcasting. It's like
It's very artisanal.
there is like welcome to the chaos. Welcome to our chaotic Panera.
Yes. Yes. Welcome to TADPOG, your own audio version of a chaotic Panera.
Like there's this combo move. Apparently, I didn't know that we
The
could.
buzzer won't stop going off. I don't see my quarter of a baguette.
You could do a combo move where one of the TwinBees grabs the other and just chucks them straight ahead, and it's like that in itself is pretty cool. But what I've read is like it's awesome because during this entire animation, both of you are invincible.
Ooh, just keep doing
you
that.
can just keep essentially. You can
Yeah.
just keep doing that. Yeah.
Dang. No, I didn't. That again. Wish I could have done some 2-player on that.
If you want to play,
reason. I do.
hit me up. I
do
know
wanna
we're
play
already
that with you.
recording on this, but like if you want to try it out,
No, I'd like
2-player.
to.
That's a big
then
endorsement of the game.
And then we can finally get back to Animal Royale together.
Yeah,
which we
yeah.
still haven't played.
Yeah, that's true. But I've been playing so much Pop and TwinBee, and like we finished Only Murders in the Building finally.
So good.
And that was
That last episode was awesome.
very, very, very entertaining. That's a very entertaining show.
It is.
With very talented people in it.
And they set
I
up
get to
an-
see Steve Martin and Martin Short this Sunday.
Yeah.
Awesome.
that's
I'm
awesome.
so envious. They set up a good second season at the
Yeah.
end. I can't wait for more. That's the kind of show that I'm excited for more. Another
Yeah.
season.
It's totally because it's like, and like I don't want to spoil anything about it, but like fucking Steve Martin and like when he's God, like, something happens to him near the end. And I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but it is.
I don't think I've seen it yet.
So
The very last episode.
It is so fucking good. It is so fucking good.
Steve Martin.
It is so good.
It was written. You have to watch it because you're just
I was
like,
howling.
This is old school right now.
I was howling, like on the elevator and then on the cart. I mean, it was just like, it was.
Yeah, it was. I was
Dan Aykroyd
dying.
moves in the building and they gangbang a girl.
Perfect. And Martin Short just hasn't lost a step.
No, he's great.
He's so good.
Yeah, he's great.
I love the dips.
Yeah.
Like if you lost weight, must be the dips.
Yeah, all of it. And like the fucking gut milk and all. Yeah. I mean,
The
yeah,
gut
it's
milk.
good.
The gut milk is hilarious. I love how that's everywhere. I really want a sign in my kitchen that just says hot, fresh vegetables. Like they have in the kitchen.
So I'm curious how the gut milk joke came about, and I hope that it's someone like mispronounced got milk or something.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what I was thinking the whole time.
It's like fight milk from It's Always Sunny. So they fight milk and gut milk. It's perfect.
Or Thunder Muscle from Todd Margaret. Did that ever get more than 2 seasons? I think it was like just 2 seasons, right?
I want to say they brought it back for a third, like way after it was over, but I don't really remember.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Todd Margaret was really good though.
I like Todd Margaret. Yeah.
Todd Margaret, and I'll never forget playing that session of the Dwarf Game. That was like an episode of Todd Margaret where Josh's character snuck in and was talking
With
to
the
a
paintings?
prince, and and just kept lying and upping, and like I wrote really wanted the sense motive. So, but the prince was like, "Do tell me more," and Josh just went with it and just became
And
crazier
his lies
and crazier.
were absolutely ridiculous. I'm a painter.
Do you have artist friends? Of course I have artist friends. What do they do? One's a sculptor. Great. Can you bring me some artwork? Of course I can.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I miss playing D&D like that.
Yeah,
I really do.
yeah. Me too. It's good times. Those times have definitely passed for now, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like that's 20 years from now we might be able to do that.
Maybe
again.
not even 20. Just the kids get a little more older
Kids
and
need to get older.
self-sufficient.
Yeah, kids
they
need to
can
get
be.
older.
They can all. If all kids involved can be left alone for a few hours, then
Yeah. COVID needs to not be a thing,
Yeah.
and the kids need to get older.
Yep.
Yeah.
COVID needs to not be a thing so the kids can get older. Then we're good.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
What else?
There's an anime
Yeah.
for this game I found. It's on YouTube.
Perfect.
If you want to watch
I
it.
need to do that. I need to look that up.
It is on YouTube. I did not watch it. I intended to, but what I ended up doing instead was playing more of the game. It didn't look bad. I mean, it definitely looked like a anime based off a video game.
Sure.
So I mean, it wasn't like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood or anything. But
Right. Not quite so deep.
no, definitely not.
Guess what we're gonna do this week? We're gonna fight shit with our bees.
Yeah, and it was essentially just a original video animation. So it was like not a series or anything. It's just like a 1 hour kind of dealy. But I mean, it didn't look bad.
No. Well, I liked the looks of the side-scrolling one that came out after this.
See, I didn't look into the other game.
I just saw some images from it from where I was going to YouTube to watch a little bit of gameplay of this. I saw gameplay from the one that came out after it, which was a side scroller, had the same look to it. It was just, and it was like a platformer, not a side scrolling shoot 'em up.
Gotcha.
It was just a platformer.
Was that like, what's it called, like Rainbow Bells or something like that?
Yeah, that's something like that for sure. But it looked neat.
I know it's not on Nintendo Switch Online. I know it's not a North American release, but I'd be down to play that game just because I really loved this game.
I did too.
Really loved Poppin' TwinBee. I think it's a real shame that we didn't get it in North America. I'm not even like a huge fan of this genre. I think a lot of the aesthetic makes it easy for me to get into, and because it's different. It's not necessarily that it's because it's cute. I do like that, but it's like it's different. It's not sci-fi. It's not Easter Island heads in space. It's not giant space bugs. It's not in space. It's you know what I mean? It's like it's
not an alien vagina fetus boss,
right?
That, has like balls that are hanging down that you have to shoot, and
It's a genre. This is a genre that
What was the one that had literal sperm you were having to dodge?
That's the intro to Look Who's Talking.
Oh, perfect. Yes.
They should make that into a side-scrolling shooter.
Top down.
Or a top down. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know the one.
It had like eyeballs, and it was an eyeball like that had a tail and a covering like it was sperm coming at you. Some shooter we played.
Probably Axelay.
Yeah.
I'll just say Axelay. I can't remember. But I mean, I like all that weirdness. Okay, but this is more, I don't know, more interesting to me because I don't see it a lot, especially on the Super Nintendo. So this was, I thought, really, really neat.
Do you guys have any achievements?
I racked my brain trying to come up with something clever, and I just didn't. I didn't get anything good. So no, not from me.
I have a couple that came in from Twitch chat. There were a lot of good ones. The first one I've got is Piss Rocks Out Your TwinBee Hole. In order to unlock Piss Rocks Out Your TwinBee Hole, play Poppin' TwinBee with Zalnop, who famously said Piss Rocks Out Your Pee Hole. And that came in from Rhythm Master Paul Korn. Next achievement I've got is Co-Oppin' TwinBee. In order to unlock Co-Oppin' TwinBee, defeat the final boss in 2-player mode. And that came in from P. Willie Eaton, who I play. We fought the final boss together because Phil and I got to the mini boss right before the final boss, and then Phil died. I died before him earlier on that level, and then he fucking soldiered on and like got to he's Evil Bee. He's essentially the Meta Knight of the Kirby analog in this universe, and he got to him, and which, by the way, he has this like DNA Hadoken move,
which is very hard to dodge. Fortunately, he stops like 3/4 of the way across the screen. So if you can manage to get him to where he starts at the far edge of the screen, he's done. But then there's also the rockets he's shooting at the same time.
That home in on you.
Yeah. That was tough because right after that motherfucker, you got to fight the final boss. And there's no power-ups or anything between him and the final boss. And usually I was going to the final boss with maybe a teensy-weensy bit of health. I finally managed to get to work on that mid-boss enough to where I got through him with 3/4 health, and then I was able to fight off the big bad.
I think Evil Bee, who you do fight several times in the game.
Killer Bee.
Yes, Killer Bee. Yeah, you fight him several times in the game, which is a trope that I really like a reoccurring.
Yeah, he keeps coming back
boss.
just a little more powerful each time. Yeah,
I think he's harder than the final boss.
I agree.
Because
wholeheartedly.
So like when Phil died, it's like fuck. Well, we really want to see the end of this game. There are passwords.
There are?
Well, yeah, it's not like a password save or anything, but like when you start the game, you enter your name. So if you enter a certain name and hold down a button combination, you can do a level select.
Oh.
So we did a level select, and it's like, well, let's get to where we were. Oh, it turns out Phil died like right before we fought the final boss. So at that point, Phil was out, so Willie got in. And we fought the final boss. We fought.
You docked with Willie?
No, we didn't know. We didn't know about it.
Oh,
I don't know. Neither of us. I don't know. I'll speak for myself. I don't have the ability to dock somebody within me.
Right.
I don't know about him, but I mean, we're both North American babies. Probably not.
Probably
Good chance not. So we got in there, and because we used the password system, we fought the final boss with no power ups.
Right.
Basic ass ships.
That's what happened to me, though.
And we did it on the first try.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't that bad. After a couple tries, I was able to get to him. I did not like how you had to play through the entire final level if you died.
Or any level.
Or any level.
Yeah.
If you die, Start at the beginning.
That's why I quit
Yeah.
on that airship level when I was almost there. I died and was like, oh, very beginning with nothing? No, thank you.
Yeah, and that is a very long level too. I feel like it works better when the levels are short because it's kind of like, well, I died on the
not that
boss, and
bad.
it does suck to have to do the whole thing over, but this is a fun game. So,
Well, it took me forever to figure out, like, in that last level, where are the fucking bells? There's no clouds. You blow up those little things
Yeah.
with your bomb, and the bells come out. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck, okay. That helped me a lot when I finally figured that out.
Yeah.
Because now I was playing, like, bare bones through the whole level.
good lord, that's a tough
That's
level.
a tough
too.
fucking
Yeah.
level, and I finally figured out how to make the bells show up. That obviously was a big help. But, yeah, it's a toughie. I would have liked a checkpoint. I would have liked to be able to just restart and play the boss on a given level. Because, I mean, I would get to the boss and have, like, no health bar visible. I'm one
Yeah.
shot from being dead.
Yeah.
And I will confess that on a couple of those times, I would save scum and go
I was just
back.
about to ask if you did that.
I
or
didn't
not.
do that very often.
Yeah.
But like if I'm fighting a boss and I know I'm close to beating him, but I'm down to like this, sliver
You
of
have
health,
no health. It's just a container.
I would if he would hit me, if I missed or got hit by something, I would do it there. But I only had to do it like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
The rest of it was clean. But yeah, I was like, I want to keep playing this game, but I do not want to play this level for the 40th fucking time. I just don't have it in me.
You know a weird thing my brain does? It's been doing it for years. Whenever somebody says toughie, like you just did, my brain goes, correct it to 2 feet.
2 feet?
Why? And of course, like 2 feet. And I get that from the tooth ring in Final Fantasy VII, which to my understanding was a mistranslation from tough ring. So it's tooth ring. So it's toughie. I always say it's a 2 feet.
Wow.
Wow.
It's fucking dumb, but that's just what my brain
wired
does.
in there, isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
It's hardwired in there.
I get that. I think I've said this. I know I've said this on stream before. I probably said it on the podcast too. But like ever since I was a child, capital R's and the number 5. Like I mean, like I've been at the bank before and been writing like a deposit slip and been like 2R fuck new deposit slip 2
Really?
5. Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know what the fuck that is, but
Yeah.
like that goes as far back as I can remember.
According to TikTok, that's our trauma somewhere.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
right. Well, I mean, yeah, that's all trauma, right?
We repressed it. It's all trauma. We're trauma with arms and legs.
Yeah. I'm going to go to therapy and I'm going to realize that at some point, like I was watching Sesame Street and they're like, this is brought to you by the letter R. And then a man was murdered in front of me. And he was like, please help me. Help me with your 5 fingers.
My thing is, I've kind of got a thing with you ever seen about the movie The Number 23?
I haven't seen it, but I know of it.
It's the Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not great, but it's interesting because he sees, for the reasons in the movie, he starts associating everything to number 23, like the numerical value of the letters of his name add up to 23. You know, everything is somehow relates back to the number 23. My thing is I see 911 everywhere.
Really?
If I look at the clock, it'll be 9/11 2 times a day. I see 9/11 on the clock 2 times a day, every single day.
That's your
morning
final
and night.
destination. That's how you were supposed to die.
Maybe because I see it in other numbers on the TV. If I look at a clock in a movie, sometimes it's at 911. It's just weird. I see.
You made me look at the clock
everywhere.
right now to make sure it was not 9
It's not 9/11.
7:46 for the record.
But I see that number everywhere, and I don't know why, but maybe it's part of my. I don't know if it has anything to do with September 11th or if it's just something I can remember. It's been doing that to me forever.
Yeah,
as
then
long
it
as I can
probably-
remember.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, was it like before September 11th?
I don't remember. I don't think so, but I don't know if I noticed it
Yeah.
as much until after September 11th
Right.
because of that. But yeah, every time I will. You know, I look at clocks. I look at the clock throughout the day, and at other times. But I also will guarantee you, I will look at the clock at 9/11. It just happens all the time to me, and I see it everywhere. I see the 911 everywhere. Like, it just sticks out. It's kind of like. It's something like that phenomenon where you buy a car and you think you've got that fucking car, and
that's all you see on the road.
One year I bought a silver Dodge SRT4 as I was still racing, right? Had the only one in Paducah. I had to drive 2.5 hours to another city to get this car. And I came back to Paducah, and 2 days later, I saw 2 of them.
In the same day?
Around. Yeah, in the same day or in the same 2 days. Like, I kept seeing them. I'm like, well, fuck.
It might have just been a glitch in the Matrix.
But if you buy a blue Ford, you're going to see blue Fords everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe there's something with that I just locked into with the 911 thing. But, yeah, I see it all the time. It's weird. It's my R and number 5 and my two-fring.
The next achievement, the final achievement that I've got is my tastes are Geneva unconventional. In order to unlock my tastes are Geneva unconventional, you need to. So in the game, sometimes these little acorn guys will bail out of their ships, and they'll have a little parachutes.
And you can shoot them.
You can shoot them down. And that achievement came in from Sandwich Pope Phil, but title credit to P. Willie Eaton, who specifically said, "Fire at parachute enemy Chivos that have come in already," and there were several of those. But like what I like to do was punch them. Punch the parachute guys just to be a dick.
Yeah, you think you're safe, huh?
Yeah.
Not so.
So let me ask you a question. Am I evil or like?
Yes, I am.
I mean, it's war, right? Like, shoot the guy, right?
It's cute. It's too cute to be evil.
You're not supposed to shoot a parachuting.
Yeah, but it's like that's an enemy soldier, yeah? I don't know.
Yeah, you're not supposed to shoot those guys.
Well, I know you're not supposed to. The achievement
In real life.
Well, I know the achievement taught me that because I've never been in a situation where someone had to tell me, "Hey, you see that guy parachuting? Don't shoot him." I've never been in that situation, but I do think if I was in a wartime situation, be like, "That guy's gonna land and then he's gonna fucking try to shoot me."
That's true. That's possible.
I mean, if Trump would advocate for war crimes, you're fun to shoot that parachute guy. It's fine.
I mean, I don't want to, but I'm just saying he's gonna land and then try to shoot me or stab me or something. I don't know. War's weird.
Yep.
It's okay to shoot this guy,
and it never changes.
It's okay to shoot this guy as long as he's not floating in air. If he's swimming, you can shoot him. It's fine.
if he's helpless,
If he's helpless,
you can't shoot him if they're helpless.
He's got a gun.
But once he's on the
up there with a
ground,
gun.
now he's a foot soldier and he's not helpless. He has a pistol. Or
so just wait until he hits the ground, and then it's fair game.
If he's armed. But if you're in a plane,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're in a plane, what's he going to do to you? Are you talking about like someone you shot down in an air battle or someone you shot down from guns on the ground?
Well, okay, so like if I'm in an air battle and I shoot down a plane and a dude parachutes out, I'm not gonna fuck with the dude in the parachute because it's like there are other fucking planes shooting at me.
There you go. Okay, that's what I was thinking.
But if I'm like a soldier on the ground and I look up and I'm like, oh look, it's a Nazi on a parachute. Boom.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna shoot him.
I think that's probably okay.
Oh, okay.
But I think what it means is like if you're in an air-to-air combat situation
And they eject.
you're supposed to leave them be. And if they land on the ground and pull out a pistol and start going after infantry, that's infantry's problem.
But I don't think if you're not allowed to shoot them on the way down, they shouldn't be allowed to pull a gun when they land. Like they need to go home or
You know
something.
the rules. They land. You know the rules. Put it up. Put it up.
We didn't shoot you when you were floating in air. You got to put the gun down.
And be our prisoner.
You know war's a rule.
So yeah, it kind of seems like one of those where it's like, I guess if you got a bunch of, if you're pretty sure you're gonna win, you got a bunch of dudes. Yeah, don't shoot them. But like, times are tough, and you're probably gonna lose this battle. Take your shots where you get them, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Or they're Nazis. It's fine.
or they're Nazis. Yeah.
What is he wearing? A body cam? He's not going to know if I shot him. Fuck that.
But I mean, I don't know. You think back to like the Revolutionary War, and it's like, no cheap tricks, guys. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? It's
yeah.
like, I'm sorry, we want to win this war?
We're literally defending our home against a superior fighting force.
So I don't know. I guess I'm saying it depends on the situation.
You know, they probably went to North Vietnam. It's like, that wasn't fair. That is not the rules.
Yeah.
Hiding in the bushes.
Yeah, no shit. No shit. Yeah. Wonder how many candy bars they tried to give the British soldiers.
I'm not even from this place. Not fair.
How am I supposed to know?
I don't own this game.
It's true. Tyler?
Yes, Dave.
If you were to give this game any achievements, what would they be?
I've got two.
Okay.
My first one is Elidamara's Love. You unlock Elidamara's Love by getting 2 hearts from the armadillos.
Okay. All right. Does Elidamara have 2 hearts?
I don't know, he's Time Lord. Did you not know that?
Didn't.
Pretty sure.
Didn't know it.
I can't just make it 1 and make the achievement, so I have 2.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
One for each fighter that you are in this game.
One
2
for
hearts.
each of Elidamara's faces in
There you
the
go,
holy
in
symbol.
the mask. Yeah, perfect. The other one is Pandavanch, and that is you unlock that for surviving the avalanche pandas.
Nice. What I love the most about that is I literally thought of that word earlier today when I was playing the game too. So I'm really that was like a mind meld moment.
Do you got any more questions?
I do. I have a few questions.
Sweet.
If you were to give this game a pair of glasses, it sums up how you feel about it. What kind of glasses would you give it?
I would give it the beard of the rocket ship that you pull out of the ground in Super Mario Brothers 2.
God, it's a good rocket ship.
So
I
I feel
love
like
that rocket ship.
It's cute with an edge.
Man, Super Mario Brothers 2. Such a good game.
Damn right.
Oh, God. I remember the first time pulling that fucking rocket out of the ground and just like
What the fuck?
mind blown. More so than anything in Super Mario Brothers 1. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It
yeah.
was like one of those where it's like, this is weird and I love it. I like that. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a pair of glasses, what kind of glasses?
No, a
would you give
beard.
it? Did I do glasses first?
Yeah.
No,
Why
you
did I
just
do that?
Beard.
Huh?
You said the beard of the rocket ship that you pull out of the
Oh,
ground.
I thought you thought that I messed up. I meant the glass in the.
Well, what's the other one? If you were to give this game the other one,
So
what would the other one
I
be?
gave you glasses because I wrote it down in the wrong order. So yeah, the glass in the porthole of the rocket ship.
No.
But the beard,
Oh, it's the flame.
the beard is Kirby's beard in Super Smash Bros. When he absorbs Snake.
Nice.
So it's cute.
It's cute
with a serious edge.
With an edge. Yeah. And for the record, I probably asked you glasses first. I don't really remember.
It was beard.
Yeah.
You asked beard.
Okay. Do you guys think this game belongs on TADPOG's top 100?
I liked it more than Axelay.
I liked it more than any of the.
It might have been. It might
Schmucks.
take the place. If Earth Defense Force had made it onto the top 100, this would easily replace
Take
that.
its place. It's tough because it didn't have a North American release, so I don't even know if it belongs on the list. But if it does, absolutely, I'd put this on. I mean, this would be in like, honestly, this would be like top 30 territory for me as far as like Super Nintendo
good.
games go.
It's a good game.
It's really, really good. I mean, I liked it that much. But it's not a North American release, so I'm going to say no, probably not. If we were to do a list that has also
All the
Super
games that
Famicom games,
that we can, all the games with English that we can understand.
yeah.
Probably TwinBee.
Well, that's also like the thing is like what's great about this playing the Japanese version. It's cool. There's no words in this
you
game.
don't have to
Worry
read.
about it. Yeah, I don't know why we didn't get it. You don't really have to worry about
No
it.
localization needed. I mean, really.
Not
I mean,
even on the little cutscenes. Those
Nope.
are just little animated
Nope.
things, and they move on.
and when
There's
you
no
put
words.
when you put your name in, not katakana. It's all just Roman letters.
Yep.
So it's like, okay. Now instead of TwinBee in the background and at the title screen, it does have the katakana version of TwinBee. But outside of that, it's kind of like, okay, this is a shoot 'em up, so
Yep.
you don't really have a lot of words in these. The credits too. The credits are in Japanese in the Japanese version. So. Oh, the music, which reminds me, I wanted to look up the composer because, like, dude, like the music is amazing. I love the music, and it's like, especially like if you go and listen to like the music during the second level boss fight, like that gave me Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade vibes, like hardcore. I wanted to look up to see if it was the same composer because I mean it's using like similar sound font and it's a similar tune. It was good. Like, I mean, it just gave me like nostalgia waves from like fighting fucking Rocksteady in April's apartment. Big fan. Yeah, big fan. I have some more questions.
Yeah, perfect.
I got a quiz here from one Ross Rachel Green. Actually, before we get to that, sorry. How much do you think this game is? How much do you think Poppin' TwinBee is PAL version and the Super Famicom version? If you were to buy it loose.
I mean, I'd say it probably got pretty good release, in Japan and Europe. I'm gonna say $11.
$11.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say $9.11.
Stop it. Fucker. See, the fact that I caught that.
I'm not allowed to guess, but if I would, I'd guess 1R 67. Actual retail value of Poppin' TwinBee for the Super Famicom loose, on average, according to PriceCharting.com, is $20.77.
Yeah, damn.
That's expensive for a PAL game.
Something I would have thought, had a lot more broad appeal.
Yeah.
The PAL version, the European version, is a little less expensive. It's $17.88. So this is one I'm going to buy this. I liked it enough where it's like, yeah, I'll buy the Super Famicom version. I think it'd be cool to own it.
Yeah.
Very good game. I liked it a lot. It's actually in Flopsy. If you guys want to guess what Flopsy gave Poppin' TwinBee.
I'm going to say they probably gave that game a 4-star rating.
3.5.
3.5, 4 stars, 4.5 stars.
Wow.
4.5 stars.
Big
4.5
score.
stars.
All right.
Big score.
But worth it. I think it's justified.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Is it
and like
uncommon?
It's common.
It is common.
Common.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a common game. 1993. I don't think we mentioned that earlier, but something else that I think is really impressive about this game: virtually no slowdown, even in 2-player mode.
Every shooter on the Super Nintendo on IGN's list had slowdown.
Like,
dramatic slowdown.
Even less than Earth Defense Force. Like, I mean, because I know we praised Earth Defense Force for like not having much slowdown.
Being smooth.
This has even less, and it's like, considering the amount of stuff that's on the screen, especially in 2-player mode,
right?
It is ridiculous. I ran into it every now and then when using the Mini B transformation to screen clear, but it doesn't matter when you're doing that
because you don't have to.
You're invincible, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also they're literally like at least 20 sprites on the screen when you do that. So it's understandable. But even then, sometimes it doesn't happen.
I didn't see it much at all, even during that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do your screen clear, and a rope won't spawn in the Jungle Book. It's just
Oh,
it's
God.
Just how it
that fucking vine in the Jungle Book. Fuck that game. Good Lord. Okay, that's it. I think that's it for Poppin' TwinBee.
Yeah, we covered that one thoroughly.
Nice.
We have a quiz that came in from one Ross Rachel Green entitled Quiz Nose. Quiz Nose. Ross begins this week.
What we call dildos over in the Great Republic, but it's
Quiz Nose.
yeah, but just quiz nose in your bussy.
I don't know if you want to answer that riddle correctly or incorrectly.
We call it the grussy over here.
The Grussy? Put another Grussy on the Barbie,
Put
baby.
the quiz nose in me grussy, baby.
Ross begins this week.
You want to fuck me boat race?
Of course I do. You ask this all the time, of course. This week, my son tells me that he wants to buy a book from school. Innocent enough, want to encourage that sort of thing. He brings the order form home, and we read the synopsis of the book. If this is The Day I Saw My Father Cry, it's about a 9-year-old who meets a ghost at school,
Ghost Dad, starring Bill Cosby.
which happened to be built on a World War I battlefield, who has to go back in time to help the soldier in the trenches. That sounds a bit deep for a 7-year-old.
A little bit.
I didn't know what direction that was going. Like, I don't know if this was an American book. I'm the ghost of just an average student here in America who got shot down just trying to learn geometry. Come with me on a magical journey.
I jumped out of my plane and somebody didn't follow the rules and shot me. Now I'm a ghost.
But they're a world power now, so I guess it was worth it. Anyway, on with the quiz. This week, 60 through 51. Are you ready to begin? Okay. 60. This game was made by Capcom and was very different to the Genesis port, which was made by a different company. It's got to be Aladdin.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Apples versus swords, yeah?
Yep. 100%.
All right, locking it in. It is Aladdin.
Good job.
Thank you. Next question, 59. This game in its sporting series introduced team-specific organ songs played at the start of periods.
NHL 94.
Has to be a hockey game, right? NHL 94?
This is the one that you tried to get
Right.
last week.
And it was NFL
Madden.
94. Yeah.
This is it. Because the organ.
Right.
You know, they.
Dun, dun,
It's either,
dun,
it's either
dun,
baseball
dun,
or hockey.
Right.
It's got to be NHL 94.
Is it not King Griffey?
Okay, let me finish the question. Maybe that'll help. No, it's definitely hockey. Examples include the Hartford Whalers trademark. He's like these fuckers don't know sports at all.
Yeah.
I know the Hartford Whalers from Kevin Smith movies, so
Yeah.
I got that one. Their trademark Brass Bonanza, Halta La, Les Canadiens Saint La
Definitely fucking baseball.
for the Montreal Canadiens, and When the Saints Go Marching In for the St. Louis Blues. Wow. Wow. Softball. Thank
That
you,
was
Ross.
it. Yeah.
All right. NHL 94, locking it in. Well done. NHL 94. Number 58. This game, the third in its series, had neither of the two characters from the previous games. All right. Now there's your curveball. Final Fantasy
Two
III.
characters. Read it one more time.
This game, the third in its series, had neither of the two characters from the previous games.
So what's a game that has two characters in it,
Super Mario Brothers.
but wouldn't be in the third game? Is that what he's saying? It's the third game.
It's the third
but
in
it
its
didn't
series.
feature the characters from the previous two games.
Neither of the two characters from the previous games are in it. So
Donkey Kong Country.
Whoa.
Donkey Kong Country
yes.
3. Dixie Kong
Dixie
something,
and Kitty,
something.
Kitty Kong. Dixie Kong's
It's Baby Kong.
douchebag.
Yeah, right?
I did not like that game.
Okay, so wait. Dixie Kong,
She's in the second one.
She's in the second one.
Second one.
But Donkey Kong and Junior aren't.
Donkey Kong
in
and
this
Diddy
one,
Kong
is
are
what
not.
they're saying.
But no, I'm not saying.
But Dixie is in the second
Dixie is in
one.
the second
You're
one.
right.
But he might have just fucked the question up. Because, right? I mean, 58 is probably Donkey Kong Country 3, right?
That's what I think.
It's got to be.
Let me
that.
reread the question. This game, the third in its series, had neither of the two characters from the previous games.
I mean,
Neither of the two characters. Because they're. But
maybe he should have said
three.
neither of the two main characters from the previous games.
Yeah, no, look, it's either the question's not right or we're not right.
I say,
One or the others. It's somebody's fault.
Somebody's wrong here.
I say you roll the bones and run with DK3.
I mean, look, I think that's a good answer.
it is a good answer.
I don't know.
I agree.
Short of it being like a beat 'em up, that's the only thing I can think of.
That's it.
Donkey Kong Country 3, locking it in. It is Donkey Kong Country 3.
Nice.
Dixie Kong's Double Trouble.
Sweet.
Good job, Tyler.
Thank you.
Very good.
Next question. 57. The final boss in this platformer is described as, quote, pulsating, bloated, festering, sweaty, pus-filled, and malformed.
That sounds like Earthworm Jim. Like gross. Like
It does.
Is it Contra 3?
Wasn't
the
that whole
Alien
game like
Wars?
just? I always associated that game with being kind of disgusting. I've never played them, but listening to your show,
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, the second one, you had a big booger in your backpack, and yeah. So yeah, it was pretty gross. And it's like the end boss of the first.
but
Earthworm
could it have
Jim,
been like a pulsing? You said a boss described it as-
pulsating, bloated, festering, sweaty, pus-filled, and malformed?
Could it be like a shoot 'em up, like with one of them weird?
Where have we done Contra 3, the Alien Wars? Because you're fighting just fucked up shit the whole way through that.
I can't remember if we've answered Contra 3 yet. I will say that you saying Earthworm Jim, the final boss of Earthworm Jim is the Queen, and she has like a big larva-looking ass. That
What about Alien?
Alien 3 is on the list, but I feel like that was.
I think it's
we've already
oddly
done
higher
that,
up
yeah.
or something.
Oh really? Oh fuck. Okay.
I remember being like, "Why is this in the?" It could be Alien 3 because I thought it was in the 50s or it was in the top 50.
But I mean, what you said
Something
though,
weird.
The final boss.
And it says it's a platformer too, so I don't know if you consider Contra. I consider that a run and gun,
yeah, I don't think I consider it a platformer either.
but I don't know.
You said the final boss was for that you just described was the Earthworm Jim one.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say Earthworm Jim is a platformer either. If Contra's not.
Yeah, it's more a platformer than Contra, but yeah, I agree. What's a platformer with a final boss who is pulsating, bloated, festering, sweaty, pus-filled, and malformed?
Put a pin in it.
Okay, you want to
Yeah,
pass for now?
Good call.
All right, we're gonna pass for now. Next question, 56. This movie tie-in blended an action horror film with Metroid.
Alien
It's Alien 3
Yeah,
to make a
there
very
we go.
playable game.
All right.
Alien 3.
Cross that off the list.
All right, locking it in. It is Alien 3.
Nice.
Well done. Next question, 55. Like getting two games in one, half of the level scrolled vertically, while the other half displayed the action from the side. Perhaps hearkening back to an earlier shooter from Konami, Life Force on the NES.
God, I loved Life Force. That game was gross too.
Axelay?
Yeah, maybe.
Have we not? Yeah,
I
maybe
don't
if we
know.
haven't said it yet.
I get them.
We
all, I
haven't-
get all the shmups mixed
I
up.
know.
No.
I know you didn't say it last week because I was
We
just
said
listening to that
R-Type.
one. Not 2 weeks ago.
R-Type was an answer, right?
We've already said that one.
Right.
So I know Axelay's another shooter.
And Life Force, yeah, I remember Life Force on the NES, like because I just loved that game.
Yeah.
It was gross, but I loved it. But
What
yeah,
was I never played it. What was gross
it
about
was kind of like you're fighting I think if I remember right, you're
shooting
like
parachuting guys.
Yeah. No, you're like inside a body, like you're shooting at
Like inner space?
diseases or something. It's what I always associated it with.
I think you played Rex Ronan.
Fuck it.
Axelay.
Axelay?
Axelay.
Locking it in? It's Axelay.
Nice.
We did it.
All right.
Next question, 54. This match 3 game starred at 2 characters usually reserved for action platformers.
Bust
Bust a move?
Bust a move?
Yeah, with Bub and Bob.
Yep.
I mean,
go
I
with
don't know
this?
of any other. I mean, I'm sure there
I
are.
don't think Wario's Woods is up there. So yeah.
Yeah, when
I'd
I
say-
see when I think match 3 games, I almost always go to bust a move.
Bust a move.
Yep.
Locking it in. Bust a move.
Nice, sweet.
That's a good game. Next question, 53. Though the Super Nintendo's role-playing genre was undeniably dominated by the efforts of Squaresoft, the efforts of Squaresoft, Capcom offered capable competition with the second in the series of its own JRPG franchise. This is Breath of Fire 2.
Nice.
Good job.
Okay.
Locking it in. It is Breath of Fire 2. Did Capcom ever do any other RPG, or is that like it? Breath of Fire.
I don't
I
know.
thought there was another one that they did that. No, I'm thinking of a different one. It was a company that's not known for doing RPGs, but they did one. But I can't remember what it was called now. Just thinking out loud. Forgive me.
Forgiven.
Yeah, I was trying to see
Always.
who did Wild Arms.
I never played Wild Arms. I have a Wild Arms Void I have a lot of RPGs that I haven't played. Like, honestly, like if it wasn't a Squaresoft RPG, I probably didn't play it.
But Wild Arms is fun.
Wild Arms might even be Squaresoft. I don't know.
But I think it's Sony. Just straight Sony.
Was that a PlayStation game?
Yep.
Yeah. 52. This was Nintendo's second first-party sports game and offered arcade-style baseball action headlined by the Mariners,
King Griffey
It's
Jr.
Ken Griffey
most
Jr.
popular player at the time. Now, there are two Ken Griffey Jr. games. There's Ken Griffey Jr.'s Winning Run.
Yeah, whichever one had the home run thing.
The
was
home
big
right.
one, yeah.
I think that was Winning Run, right? Because there's also Ken Griffey Jr.'s something else. It's Ken Griffey Jr.
Yep.
Locking it in.
Final answer.
It is. Okay, that one.
King Griffey Jr. something else.
That one's broken. That one I can't. That one doesn't have an answer. Oh, there we go. Just took my phone a long time. Ken Griffey Jr.'s Winning Run.
Nice. You even said that.
Next question. 51. This game is known as Cho Makamura or Super Demon World Village in Japan. This is Super Ghouls and Ghosts. 100%.
Nice.
Locking it in. It is Super Ghouls and Ghosts. And then we'll go back to 57. The final boss in this platformer is described as pulsating, bloated, festering, sweaty, pus-filled, and malformed.
We know it's not Alien 3.
That is true. Charles Barkley, Shut Up and Jam.
Perfect. Nailed it. Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City.
We're going to get to that game one day.
Yep.
I already know I don't like it.
I watched it beaten one
Yep,
year at the,
same.
the cabin.
Yep.
Fucking weird ass shitty game.
Didn't look fun to me. Pulsating, bloated, festering, sweaty, pus-filled, and malformed. I don't know, man.
What else did we say?
We said Contra 3.
An
Earthworm Jim. We just did Earthworm Jim 2 not too long ago. That was an answer maybe a couple weeks back. And I'm trying to remember how far apart those two games were from each other. I feel like they were a good deal apart, which kind of makes me lean more towards Contra 3. But then again,
Still, I wouldn't think of it as a platform.
I wouldn't think of it as a platformer either, but maybe some people do.
I mean, it's got platforming elements.
It does.
See, we're getting to the part of this list where I'm actually familiar with some of these episodes.
Yeah.
Like I started listening around this time.
Okay. Yeah.
But I can't recall.
Well, I mean, we gotta. Then this is a hard one. Like this is the question itself is hard. This might be
Yeah.
a popular game, but the question is hard, which is to offset, I'm sure, the NHL '94 question, where it's like, here
It's
you
like,
go, here you go,
here's
guys,
your softball.
here you go.
Plus, we've gotten all the other answers right
I know. If we get this, we'll have aced the quiz.
in a rare turn of events.
Yeah. Where were we when we recorded Contra 3? Do you
I feel
remember?
like that was a McWayne episode.
It was definitely a McWayne episode, but where were we?
Probably at my house. I know we did Metroid over there, but Metroid was much higher than this.
Yeah. Where were we when we recorded Alien 3? I feel like we were
Actually, we did for sure at your house.
right. I mean, I feel like this is my house territory still. But I think we recorded with McElwain at my house
Did we? Okay.
for something. I don't know what it was. And
He's only done 2
He's
episodes.
only been on Contra 3
and Super Metroid.
I'm good with Contra 3. I feel like that's a good guess. I feel like I don't remember the final boss of Contra 3. That's the only thing where it's like I don't know. And I do remember the final boss of Earthworm Jim. And that boss fits this description, but I feel like those two games were farther apart than 57 and whatever it was in the
Yeah, they usually
60s
just
or
they
whatever.
spread it out like that.
I'm down, whatever you think.
What do you want to do?
Contra
3.
3. I can't think of anything better.
Contra 3, The Alien Wars, locking it in. It is Earthworm Jim.
Oh, my fuck.
Good job.
Yeah, the boss is Queen
had it.
Slug for a butt. Damn.
We were almost there.
We were so close. We got so far.
But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Doesn't. Next question. Fuck, marry, kill. Kelly Kapowski, Lisa Turtle, Jesse Spano. Saved by the Bell, he says.
Right, like we needed that. That's for the other people, the people that listen that might not know.
Who is that?
We know who that is.
Man, I had the biggest fucking crush on Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Like, Kelly Kapowski was like...
Gage did too. He still wears the T-shirt with her on it.
Number one. Really? He has a T-shirt with her on it?
Oh, yeah.
See, I'm so big on hair that I liked her, but Jesse's hair did it for me a lot more because I didn't like the kind of the bang thing Kelly had going on that looked kind of a bleached out, like it wasn't bleached, it was dark, but it looked kind of dead, like it had been like heat treated too much.
Well, the darkness of her hair is what kind of surprises me when you're gonna go with. And I get it. Jesse's got some very unique, exceptional hair. I get that.
I know mine.
All right, go for it.
Not because I have any problem with her, but I'm killing Jessie.
Okay.
She's out.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Going, baby.
She is addicted to caffeine pills, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. Fuck, out.
I'm gonna fuck
It's an expensive habit.
Tiffany Amber Kelly.
And Kelly
And
Kapowski.
I'm marrying Lisa, baby.
Gonna marry Lisa.
Ooh. I had a thing for Lisa.
Yeah.
She was my...
Screech is gonna be
liked
upset,
Lisa.
dude.
Yeah, well, fuck
He's gonna
him.
stab you in a bar. I think he's dead, actually.
He
so.
is. Go be in, like, not quite porn.
Not quite porn.
Wasn't he in porn?
I don't know.
But not quite. I don't know. I don't remember.
Who, Screech?
May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
He did. He did one. Yeah.
He did one? Okay.
Was it a Saved by the Bell parody porn?
I wish it was. That'd been nice.
That
If he were dressed as Zach and it was a parody porn,
If Eddie Murphy'd it and played all the characters, and they just CG'd his face on all the partners.
Lisa's my girl.
Yeah,
I always liked her the most.
I like Lisa. Shit is gonna get complicated with Screech, though. I mean, that's a factor. You are prepared for this,
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
okay? Because I mean, he's like obsessed,
Yeah.
more so than
I think I could have taken him.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, hey, I'm sure that you could, but still, it's gonna be
but that robot though,
it's gonna be an issue.
Kevin.
Nice.
Fucking
God
deep
damn.
cut. So
For the record, I was too old to be attracted to these women, young girls.
but were
anyway.
you? Because I don't know how old they were when they were on the show.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
Because I don't know. When I was a kid, I remember thinking these are women.
maybe they were.
I mean, they
don't
were.
know.
I'm 7, and these are women. So I don't know.
So I'm gonna marry Miss Bliss. No, I'm gonna marry Jesse. I'm gonna fuck Lisa, and I'm gonna kill Kelly.
I'm just trying to decide if I want to marry Kelly. Of course, I want to marry Kelly. I'm gonna marry Kelly.
Okay.
Biggest crush on her. Fucking for a solid 2 years. I mean, I watched Saved by the Bell pretty much because of her.
Right.
It was like, I like this, but also if she wasn't here, I might not watch the show kind of deal. Like, she was a big draw for me. And then I never liked Jesse. I never liked Jesse.
She's a pain in the ass.
So I'll kill Jesse and I'll fuck Lisa Turtle. I'm sorry to fuck your wife, but
No, it's good, man. It's okay.
as long as Screech is in pain, either way.
Yeah, he suffers either way, so that's all that matters.
What about? Here's my own from murder, fuck, marry, whatever it is.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck, marry, kill. Tori.
I liked Tori.
What's her name's character from the beach house, the summer episodes?
I can't remember her name.
Leah Remini's character.
Right, man.
And
It's real tough.
Which one is Tori?
Tori's the badass chick. Wears the leather jacket.
Okay. I think I remember Tori.
And then what's her name's Tori Spelling's character, the nerdy girl.
I don't know that one. Your Saved by the Bell knowledge is deeper than mine.
Much.
I don't remember.
She
Tori
liked
Spelling.
Screech because she had like the big glasses and blonde hair and pigtails. These are your B tier girls.
I'm gonna kill her because I don't remember her at all.
But if it's Tori Spelling,
It is Tori Spelling that plays the character.
I'm fucking her.
Leah Remini played Stacy.
Stacy. Stacey Caruso. That's it.
Stacey Carosi.
Carosi.
I guess I'm gonna marry her
Yeah.
because Leah Remini.
Right.
Oh,
Right? Even when it was like she's like going off the deep end with the Scientology shit, it was kind of like, yeah, but I mean,
yeah. Hey, she called those shitheads out anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it all worked out in the end.
Yeah.
But like even during that period, it was like, she is really, really hot though.
And the other, I'm killing only because I'm least familiar with her. But yeah,
And I'll fuck Tori. I like Tori. I thought she was cool. And then Tori Spelling. Not that, Tori Spelling, her character, which I guess we should look her up too. I don't remember her at all. Let me look her up.
I don't even care. It's
Saved by
Tori
the Bell.
Spelling.
Here we go.
She's right up there from my '90s crushes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was in enough shit back
fucking
then.
Beverly Hills 90210 was. I hated that show. But
Yeah.
man, I liked watching it.
There we go. The real reason Violet disappeared on Saved by the Bell. And there she is.
Oh, she's cute as fuck right there.
See, I think I'm gonna marry Violet because she's incredibly intelligent. She's got the she's all that going on. Like,
there you go.
Once she takes the glass and lets down the hair, different thing going on.
And you don't get pigtails like that without having lots of hair.
Yeah, she's cosplaying as Wendy, essentially.
Yeah, basically.
The Wendy's logo.
She's missing the frock.
Yeah. Kinda. It was the 90s, so it's almost there.
Frocky, little frockishness.
I'm gonna fuck Tori.
Marry, frock, kill.
I like fuck a good tsundere girl, and then I'm gonna kill Stacy.
All right. Good question.
I never got the Tori Spelling bug. The Tori
No?
Spelling bug never bit me. No,
I did.
Even during Beverly Hills 90210 and all that, I never got it. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, she's beautiful, of course,
right.
but I mean, it just never really clicked like some of them do. You know?
Yeah.
I get it.
Fuck, marry, kill. Nerds, Jolly Ranchers, Sweet Tarts. Now we get to the real hard shit.
This is for you.
We get the
Hard
real hard shit.
This is a hard fucking
This is
question.
hard.
What is it? What was it again? Nerds.
Nerds,
Jolly Rancher.
Jolly Ranchers, Sweet Tarts. I think I got it.
Go for it.
I'm killing Jolly Ranchers.
Okay.
I love Jolly Ranchers, but here's the deal with Jolly Ranchers. The fuckers get out of your mouth for an instant, you got a fucking sticky situation.
Yeah.
That's no good. And I know
And
that
you can really fuck your teeth up on a
you can absolutely really fuck your teeth up
like
on a Jolly
pulling
Rancher. Yeah.
shit out of your teeth
Yeah.
or pulling teeth.
Yes.
If you are stupid enough to try to bite into one.
Which of course you do.
Of course you do. Everyone's that
Yeah.
stupid at least once.
And you turn it into glass.
yeah.
You know? Yeah.
And it's like
Well, usually
you
with
could coat the space shuttle with fucking
No shit.
Jolly Ranchers and it'd probably be fine.
Yeah, no shit.
well, especially you eat a Jolly Rancher, you go down to your girlfriend, you lose the Jolly Rancher in her, and when you try to retrieve it, you instead get a nodule of gonorrhea.
God, if I had a nickel for every time that happened, right? I'm with you. I'm killing Jolly.
Reddit Trials of Fire. Some episode I don't remember.
Yeah. I'm killing Jolly Ranchers. I'm fucking nerds. I'll fuck with nerds. I like nerds. Here's the best way to eat nerds. You get the double pack, right? Mm-hmm. They're smaller, but what's nice about it is you can open up both sides and combine them. Or
you can have all one flavor and then all
Right.
the other flavor.
don't get me wrong, I like a big box of nerds, but I don't know. And it's usually the big boxes are the variety nerds, right? And they're all kind of mixed in already. So you can't really control the flow. But I still like nerds. I'm going to fuck nerds. And nerds ropes, good. I like those. I'm going to fucking marry Sweet Tarts because fucking Sweet Tarts are S tier candy for me. This was a hard question, but it would have been harder if Spree had been on here.
Yeah.
Because it's
Man,
like, dude,
Spree.
when it
My nickname in middle school.
yeah.
Yeah.
Spree and Taz together forever.
I can't believe Spree and Taz got married. The power couple, Spree and Taz.
What do those fucking prom crowns look like, huh?
They're so fast. They're gone.
You know, I preferred Spree and a Saberto period. But Spree versus Sweet Tarts, Don't
Spree.
know.
Spree. If it was Spree versus Sweet Tarts, it's gonna be Spree for me.
What about Shock Tarts? You guys remember Shock
Ooh, I
Tarts?
love me some Shock
Tarts, some
Tarts.
good shit. Sour. It's
They were
sour Spree.
All right, let me ask you this though: Sweet Tarts in what form?
Okay,
Because there's the ones that are thicker that come in the tube,
you're right.
and then I don't know if they make those anymore.
I
But
think
it used to come in
God,
a tube.
they better do like the paper tube. Yeah.
And they're thicker,
Right.
with the little printed Sweet Tart thing on there.
Sure.
And then there's those little discs that come in like Halloween candy.
They call them chewy Sweet Tarts, right?
No, they're the same consist. They do have chewy Sweet
They have
Tarts.
chewy Sweet Tarts. Oh, but you're
But
talking
these
about
are the same consistency as the ones in the tube, but they're smaller and
They're like discs,
they look like
right?
pills. They look like little pills, and they're just smaller for like Halloween candy.
I like the ones from the paper wrapped tube.
Fuck yeah.
Because they have like that concave side.
concave
Oh, I
side.
love it. I love it. You put your tongue in there, man.
Fucking
Just let it rest
dude.
on. It's perfect. You can even get a little suction going on with that, and that's so great.
It's very good. It does satisfy an oral fixation
For sure.
I'm having a really hard time.
I'm gonna stop and get some
also
fucking Sweet Tarts.
God, I know, right? I'm also killing Jolly Rancher.
Yeah.
And again, nothing against them.
You know, I like
Green
them.
apple Jolly
Green
Ranchers.
apple. Oh, fucking pound
Oh,
it. God.
fuck.
That's a good
Watermelon's
shit.
good, but green apples were
Henry had the
fucking
audacity to bring 3 blue Jolly Ranchers into the house, and it's like, son, blue?
You're sitting outside until those are gone.
See you in a week. It's really tough for me because I love nerds
Yeah.
so much because you just put a big old pile of them in your mouth and
Mm-hmm.
you can just chew them up, but they're not too crunchy. They're just crunchy enough.
Oh, yeah.
And they got
No,
that
nerds are
good,
good.
sour. See, Sweet Tarts are more tart than sweet to me.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
I really think they should have been called Tart Tarts, if I'm being completely honest.
If you eat a whole tube in one sitting,
will
which
die.
Of course you do.
Or shit your
your
pants. or
tongue
something.
turns
Yeah.
into a bloody sandpaper.
The only thing that can fix it is that little wooden spoon from the
That is
ice cream.
true,
It's just like, but
I'm not gonna lie. I like that feeling. When it feels like a weird feeling of accomplishment where it's like I've destroyed my body. My work is I've destroyed my body and I have a long ribbon.
America!
Right?
Fuck yeah!
And it's a game to like
Yeah, it is.
to get the wrapper to like be one long ripped piece of paper by the time you're done.
plus, Sweet Tarts last longer than Nerds. I think it's same answer for me. Is fucking Nerds marrying Sweet Tarts just because I think you get more pound for your dollar
Oh, dude.
from a Sweet Tart.
I'm gonna throw a fucking curveball into this.
Oh fuck.
This might change it for me. It won't. But Nerd Blizzards. Holy shit, man. When I was a kid, they used to do Nerd Blizzards, and those fucking rocked. They were so good because not only did you get nerds in it, and I'm sure people didn't like it because they're like, this hurts my teeth and it's hard to eat, and they wouldn't be wrong. But like, it was so good because it's like that, like, contrast in texture was so stark. And also the coloring and some of the flavor of the nerds would bleed off into the ice cream. So it wasn't just, I love blizzards, but I fucking hate like when I'm halfway through a blizzard and I'm just like, this is nice
White-
vanilla ice cream.
Yep.
Glad I paid $5 for this.
You're very correct.
I've never cared for like that sort of sour candy in my ice cream. I never had one of the Nerd Blizzards because that never appealed to me. And I probably missed out on something there, but
You might have liked it. You
I'm
might
not
have.
I like my sour to be pure, just sour.
Gotcha.
I don't want it to be mixed with
You don't want it
anything
cut.
sweet. No.
Yeah.
I don't want that
No fentanyl sour.
fucking Warhead sour. We're talking give me the Warheads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this might be my greatest divergence from both of you, in that I do not care for sweet tarts. The crumbly. I can't eat a sweet tart without thinking about Smarties.
Hurt
and
your
I hate-
gums a little bit sometimes.
I'm
It's
biting
so
down
good.
so hard right now.
Why do I like painful candy? I don't know.
I don't know.
And I love Jolly Ranchers. So I'm gonna marry Jolly Ranchers. That's
Yeah.
my favorite.
That's not a bad
nerds.
answer.
I'm neutral. So I'll
Just
fuck,
like nerds.
I'll fuck nerds.
Chaotic neutral nerds.
And then I'll kill sweet tarts. I've never liked them.
Okay. All right.
We're all on, at least on the same page. We're fucking nerds.
Now and laters. How do we feel about now and laters?
Love now and later.
Fucking love those things.
I'll take a Mambo over a now and later.
But I
like
don't.
now and laters.
I don't like the banana flavored now and laters.
Banana flavored candy in general can fucking die in a
go
fire.
to
Unless it's a
yeah.
runt. I agree. Unless
Fuck
it's a
that.
runt. I do
Ugh.
like banana runt.
God,
But
banana
other than
runts
that,
are the worst.
They're the
I don't like
worst.
banana Laffy Taffy. I don't like that. I don't like. I don't like
no,
bananas.
Banana Laffy Taffy's like, that's a war crime.
Oh.
Shooting a dude in a parachute. Look, you gotta win a war, but fucking Banana Laffy Taffy
Most of the
is
girls
like,
love the shit out of
exist.
banana Laffy Taffy.
God.
But I don't like.
Do they
I don't
know
like
they're gross?
I don't like bananas. But for some reason, banana runts. I guess because I got used to them. But anything else, banana.
Because they
Banana
taste
itself,
nothing like
no, thank
banana.
you.
My throat hurts just thinking about banana runts. If I had a tube or whatever of runts, I would literally dump that shit out and throw the banana ones
I would
away.
Oh,
eat
yeah, no
yellow
shit.
M&Ms when I was little because I thought they were banana.
Oh.
So
Okay.
Nikki will eat the banana runts, so she was kind of,
Win-win.
I guess, in the same boat like as you as far as the banana runts go, because like I'd pick those fuckers out. She would be like, I remember being in college, and she'd be like at work, and I'd be at her apartment eating runts, and it's like, I'm gonna put all these little banana runts in a bowl for you when you get home. She'd eat them.
Nice.
All right. How
What
about
was your? Where did we? Oh, you said now
now
and
and
later.
laters? Yeah, yeah.
I like a really hard but chewy candy. Now and later is to me what Jolly Ranchers isn't, right? Because you can't bite into a Jolly Rancher, but at a point you bite into a Now and Later, and that just puts that. It just makes the jaw work. You know, it gives
Now
you that
and Later
good jaw
does.
muscle feeling. I like it.
What Jolly Rancher owns. Well, how do we feel about bottle caps?
no.
I could
C-tier
take or-
candy.
Take or leave. I don't care.
The root
for
beer
them.
ones, okay, they're different, but in
The root beer
general,
ones
no.
are pretty nice. All right, how do we feel about? Now I'm stretching. I feel like we should move on. Fuck, Sour Patch Kids. You know I love Sour Patch
Fuck,
Kids.
I love
They're
those
probably one of my
things.
favorite candies, but I can't eat them without getting sick.
Yeah, it's easy to get
End of
sick
story.
on
And I don't want to. Once I start, I don't want to stop till I'm sick.
Is that why? Just because it's the quantity of it?
Because
Yeah.
I will eat them till because some things, the corn syrupiness of it will make me sick. Like a Fruitopia, I'm out all day. Can't do it. Like heavy corn syrup. But yeah, and I will eat a whole bag of Sour Patch Kids. Fucking love it, and then be sick.
Oh, I mentioned this recently.
fuck, all day.
I'll take that powder and turn it up after the candy's
Oh, yeah,
gone. I'm
dude.
dumping that powder
yeah.
in there and just
That's the equivalent of cereal milk.
yeah.
Do you guys remember Tongue Splashers gum?
Sounds familiar.
They came
Describe
in like
it.
they came in like a little, almost like a paint can, and you had to pry the top
Yes.
off.
Yes,
and
I
it would
do.
Turn your whole mouth a vivid color.
Yeah, I got that once.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Love Tongue Splashers. A random memory the other day that popped up.
Fruit stripe.
My grandmother.
Best gum ever for 20 seconds.
I know. It's
Yeah.
like it loses its flavor
Oh,
instantly.
Yeah, suddenly. My grandmother used to have. This was a long time ago, like when I was a little guy back in
Yeah.
the 70s. She used to carry Freshen Up gum. Have you ever
Freshen
heard
Up?
of Freshen Up?
No.
It
It
had
sounds like
like
a
a-
lady product.
No, I don't remember that. Tongue Splashers.
That brings me back.
Mm-hmm.
It is kind of an old
It was
lady.
strong.
It's an
I
old
remember
lady.
it being strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's an old lady gum. Freshen Up.
Freshen up. Does it still exist?
I don't know, but it had like a drop of like something in the center, like a
Like mint or something?
yeah. And you bite into it, and it would
Fresh you up.
freshen you up.
Is Big Red still around?
Yeah.
I ask this once every 2 years.
It is.
Ugh.
I love Big
I
Red,
do
but
too.
not enough to get it, apparently.
No, I'm not going to buy any.
My dad used to get a bunch of those when I was a kid, and like, it's probably because he was quitting smoking. I never put that together, but
Oh,
it's like,
maybe.
See that?
but I remember he'd constantly have Big Red. Now he doesn't. So it's one of those where it's like, oh, is that Dad's like getting off smoking crutch?
Big Red and Atomic Fireballs I never cared for.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, Atomic Fireballs.
All right, now you've got me going. Atomic Fireballs, lemon heads,
Lemon
Love,
heads.
lemon
Yeah,
heads.
lemon
I eat the
heads
shit
are
out
the
of lemon
shit.
heads.
hot tamales,
Yep.
I could take her or
I'll
leave
eat
'em.
hot tamales all day long. Yep.
Mike and Ike.
Mike and Ike, see, that's why I love Mike and Ike's, and that's why I feel like I don't love hot tamales, because I'll eat 4 hot tamales and be like, this is the shit. And then like 6 in, I'm like, fuck, I wish these were Mike and Ike's because it's the same. It's the same flavor over and over and over again. With the Mike and Ike, you get a little bit here, a little bit from there.
Cherry Clan.
What?
You don't know Cherry Clan?
No.
They're cherry lemon heads.
What? Oh, that's.
It's the same exact kind of candy, except they're cherry.
They need to change that fucking name.
Super, super racist.
Cherry Clan 2Ks.
It's got little Japanese eyes in the hat.
Oh, so it's racist in a bunch of ways.
It's so racist. It's written in like that Japanese font.
Like the font,
Oh my
it's
God.
written in chopsticks. Yeah, that'd be.
I wish I could have been in that boardroom. They're like, sir, we need to make the most racist candy we can possibly think of.
I'm going to the Cherry Blossom Festival in Japan. Hold on a second. That's it.
There's some way we can work white nationalism into it.
There's a Google search. There's a Google search that comes up when you search Cherry Clan. It says Cherry Clan racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Terrible name.
Oh, I want to see the art that you're talking about.
Well, they've redone it.
Oh,
Oh no!
see the
Well,
original
there it
art.
is. Hang on a minute.
That's a good laugh.
Yeah, that was good. Did you know that they included a pack of Cherry Clan in every copy of Song of the South? This is super fucking. Yeah,
it's
this
really inappropriate.
Yeah, Cherry Clan candy.
Oh God, I do remember that now.
So fucking delicious, though.
wow. Wow.
They're so good. I think they've
It's even got a
changed them.
pagoda on the bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got all
In
that
case
shit.
you didn't get it.
So now it's still called. Oh God,
The back of the box is Pearl Harbor
isn't-
with place.
this isn't better.
This is, with a description. This is why it's okay.
The new box art.
There's like gunners shooting the cherry bombs at the place.
No, listen. The new box art isn't much better.
Really?
The cherries this time are dressed as ninjas.
Oh, well,
And
all right.
the letters aren't written in that font, but the it looks like maybe the hole in the A might be a throwing star.
Okay,
That's better.
That's a lot better.
That's better.
Yeah, that is a lot. That's a lot better. And they changed the
I'm
C.
surprised they
changed
didn't
the
have
K to
buck
the C.
teeth and be on the railroad either. So
It wasn't ever a K.
I know that was a joke. I was kidding.
Look, I like the candy. I feel bad for liking the candy. All right.
No, look, it's okay to be. Look, it's delicious, right? You didn't.
fucking
You didn't.
delicious.
You didn't make that racist ass wrapper.
No, that's true. They are good. They're cherry lemon heads, and they're.
I like lemon heads. You can just get these at the gas station or what?
Yeah, I think they're anywhere you can buy like lemon heads. You should be able to
Wow.
buy Cherry Clan, but they've got that powder. You know that
cherry
lemon
clan,
head.
lemon head, and skinheads. They're all candies right in a row.
You can almost peel. You can almost peel a lemon head with your teeth.
Yeah.
You get that powder off, and then
Yeah.
get down to the hard candy in the middle.
Yeah, boy.
Good shit.
What do you think about Smarties?
Ugh. F tier. Worst.
Wow, that was a instant.
Fucking disgusting.
Reaction.
Hate Smarties.
I'm not a fan. I think they trying to
I'll
be
eat
sweet
the
tarts.
chalk.
So wait, okay. So you say chalk. What about Lickamaid?
Just the stick. Just the white stick. That's all I want.
But that's the chalk.
Man, I lick that though.
That's
Smartie
the candy
too small to
equivalent.
lick.
That's the candy equivalent of the wooden spoon that you
Yes,
eat the
it
bluebell
is.
with.
I don't like dipping in anything. I just want to lick the white candy.
I hated that.
I would
fucking
I would
thing.
throw the powder away and eat
Yeah.
the white candy.
No, don't get me wrong. I like that. I like the stick.
I hate
Yeah,
the stick.
I like
I
the
never
stick,
liked the
yeah.
stick in a Lickamaid.
My problem with it was though that the stick would run out before the Lickamaid powder
Yep.
because it was like that.
I'll save this powder for later. Can I go buy more sticks somewhere?
I'll save this powder that's now kind of clumpy and moist.
For being
for
stuck
being
in there all year.
repeatedly dipped into by slobbery white stick.
I always want to try to make it into
that's
Kool-Aid.
my heavy metal or my classic rock band. Sloppy white stick.
That was my nickname in high school.
Oh fuck. Smarties. I'll fuck with Smarties, but really only around Halloween. Because it's like that's when
That was
there's
church candy for me.
Oh,
Church candy
I
every
see.
Sunday.
Yeah.
So I got sick of it.
Yeah.
Cohen likes Smarties, and Tanya likes to give him those because she can give him like 2 or 3 little bitty Smarties, and that's enough
counts
without
out,
giving them too much candy.
Yeah.
So they're good to portion out to kids if you're trying to control that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, but as an adult, it's like, dude.
Yoink! Pop!
Fucking like, like twist from both ends, open, blah, it goes like right in. The whole fucking roll just goes, blah.
It's the equivalent of snorting cocaine right there. God, there were dudes in middle school that used to grind up Smarties and snort
it.
them.
Pixie sticks for
Pixie
us.
sticks is what people. Yeah. The kids would snort pixie sticks.
It went from that.
They got like a mortar and pestle.
Yeah, they would be smashing them up.
The Smarty alchemist.
Well, it escalated. It went from that to people were grinding up and snorting Fisherman's Friend.
What is Fisherman's Friend?
It's a
deodorant?
a lozenge.
Oh, right.
like a really
you mentioned this on the show
powerful
before, but it was a long time ago.
Ooh-wee. I never snorted it, but man, eating one's bad enough. I cannot imagine snorting it.
Why would you do it? Just for
Because they're stupid 8th graders.
Gotcha. It's like
Thinking they're on fucking
it's like a
doing drugs. or
pissing
something.
contest. Oh no, it's like a drug
They're
thing.
just fucking, yeah.
Because I can't
and
imagine
those people that were doing
gets you
that,
high.
those people that were doing that absolutely got into doing hard shit later.
That doesn't surprise me.
No.
If you're willing to crunch up a lozenge and snort it, yeah.
We call it. You want some Walt Whitman? Just crunch up a fisherman's friend.
Yo, we call that Walt Whitman on the street. Yo, you slinging Whitman? Oh God, I love it.
I got your leaves of grass right here.
Oh, chewy sweet tarts.
I'm out.
Yeah,
I didn't
I
like
love
the
'em.
chewy sweet tarts.
God, I love them. You're supposed to the rapper says you're supposed to break them. Fucking
No,
no.
fuck that.
I'm going to pull my teeth out. Are you kidding me? I'm going to fucking bite into that thing and like a chihuahua.
Bends.
Just hanging on to a fucking rope.
I didn't like the flavor of them. I liked the texture, but the
Yeah.
flavor just seemed different to
It's
me
way different than the
than
sweet tart.
tarts.
Yeah.
Too powerful. It was overwhelming.
It's like it's almost as if they were like, how could we market this with a popular how can we leverage a popular candy to sell this candy that doesn't really taste like anything?
What's your
I
favorite
know.
Little Debbie cake?
Nutty Bar.
Can you list them?
Nutty Bar.
We
Because
got-
I get Hostess and Little Debbie and all that. Like,
well, there's a lot.
they're
There's Swiss rolls.
synonymous. I don't think I've ever had one
It's
of
like
those.
a ho-ho.
What's a ho ho?
It's like a Swiss roll.
I know. Okay, I don't know that I've ever had either of
It's a
those.
little tube where it's been rolled up in it's like a spiral of cream, and then it's covered with chocolate.
Never had
no?
one.
Nutty Bar.
What's that one?
That's the
Nikki
peanut
loves
butter
Nutty
wafer
Bars.
bars.
Yeah. No, I like those too. They come in like strawberry
You get a
and
two-
chocolate and vanilla.
No, these are no. I know what you're thinking of. They're like that,
similar.
but they're just peanut butter in between wafers with chocolate on the outside.
Yeah, I've seen those in the house. I've tried them. They're okay. This isn't my jam, obviously. This is
oatmeal-
not-
oatmeal
Oatmeal
cream
cream
pie.
pie would be an oatmeal cream pie.
I've had that
You've had
before. Yeah.
Fudge round.
Hate
What's a
fudge
fudge round?
It's
It's like a chocolate oatmeal cream pie.
It's more like cake. Oh no, yes. What am I thinking of? They're the ones that are like layers of cake. It's covered in chocolate and it's got the little stripes on top.
White with chocolate stripes. That's
That-
That's
well,
a
they have
zebra cake. I know that one. I love the zebra
But
cake.
they also have a chocolate version of zebra
You're
cake.
right. I can't think of what it's called. But
And
they
then
do.
there's the Christmas tree, which is essentially
just call that a
shaped like
cake.
That's a
Christmas
horse
tree.
cake, right?
Sure.
There's the cosmic
A mare cake.
cosmic brownie, Star Crunch.
Star Crunches are fucking.
What's a Star Crunch?
It's like a Rice Krispie treat, only with it's round
It's
and
chewy.
it's
It's like a-
chocolate with caramel in it mixed in.
And all the rice
never mind.
Krispies on the outside.
I'm out with the caramel. I like caramel okay, but like it has
It's-
to be combined. Like it has to be combined with. It has to be in a Twix, essentially. Like it's got to have a lot of chocolate.
There
around
is a
it.
lot of chocolate in a Star Crunch.
oh, okay.
It's caramel and chocolate. I mean, it's got caramel flavoring. You can tell that it's like caramel holding all the rice together.
Oh, okay.
But it's like got-
it's
instead of
coated in a
marshmallow?
light caramel that sticks the rice together.
oh,
And
okay.
then it's got chocolate mixed
Okay,
in. It's good.
Light caramel,
It
I'm
doesn't
good because I
taste-
like caramel corn. Like
Right.
one of my
It's
favorite
about that
things-
level.
People, I feel like people hate these giant tins of popcorn that show up at Christmas.
I love
but I
those.
love
Oh,
those.
man,
where
yeah.
you got the regular, the butter, and then the
caramel.
I go
Yeah.
cheddar first.
Me too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
cheddar.
God, I love the cheddar cheese corn. But for my money, Debbie's Little Debbie's, Nutty Bar is where it's at.
Nutty Bar.
I feel like
I
you
do
get
like
the
a
most
Nutty Bar.
value there because you get 2 bars in one pack, and it's filling. You get satisfied from it
You do get a lot. Yeah.
versus an oatmeal cream pie, which would probably be my.
Oatmeal cream pie. You just said you knew what those were. So I was
Yeah.
about to say, honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Oatmeal cream pie.
Yeah, I've had an oatmeal cream pie before. They're fine.
They're
they're
the ones that
alright.
I will keep in the house, even if I'm dieting. It's 170 calories.
Good quick snack.
Finish you off. Yeah.
All of these though are ones that it's like I wouldn't buy from the store, but if someone offered one to me, I would say yeah. You know, it's kind of that scenario. I just
Mine's
don't dig on
Zebra
the snack cakes so
zebra
much.
cakes though are probably my weakness.
Zebra cakes are great.
Zebra cakes I can
I
just
think
keep
those are just
going.
too sweet for me, and I don't care.
I like
for
a
it.
cakey the texture of the cake. Is
See,
what I like
that's
in
where
that.
I'm at with the Nutty Bar is the crunch texture, but it's soft.
Yep.
But then my second would be the Star Crunch because it's got that nice chewy. You got to really work to get it out, get a
Yep.
bite out of it, and then an oatmeal cream pie, and then everything else. Like the brownie is too dense, and it's
I like the brownies, but holy fuck, they're like 500 calories.
It's
Fucking
ridiculous.
nuts.
And
It's
they're
a little
only
ass brownie.
500 for a
it's this
little ass
big.
brownie.
I mean,
It's
it's like
insane.
that big. It's
I
really
remember-
bitty.
So like dark matter? It's like that dense?
yeah,
Like-
yeah.
It's like Rainbow Road and Dark Mia. It's,
Well, how you guys feel about a moon pie?
love moon pie.
Love a
Fucking
moon
love
pie.
moon
Love
pie.
a moon pie. Yeah.
All kinds of moon pie.
Yeah, I'm
Double
about to
decker,
say, which
everything.
flavor's your favorite?
I really want to try the guy, Josh, who's on Mythical Kitchen. He cooks everything for like Rhett and Link on Good Mythical Morning. He has
Yeah.
his own channel where he'll make, people will send him in random ingredients. He'll try to make it. So he made, I want to try it so bad. You'd have to make it though, Mountain Dew moon pies, where he like condensed down Mountain Dew into like, and made flavored Mountain Dew into the cream, into the cake, into the frosting, and it's like this neon green moon pie. I think that they could fucking sell that.
yeah, they absolutely
Moon
could.
pies and RC cola.
And that's what I did for my final. Halfway through culinary school, you have to do a 7-course meal in your Garde-Manger course, and that's what we did. You pick a theme, whatever type of food. We did Southern, and our dessert was homemade moon pies and RC. So we got like a 96 or something. We did really well.
Nice.
Yeah, moon pies are good. There's a lot. They're a lot though. I mean, they're heavy.
Yeah.
Just super rich and
Yeah.
But that's not a bad thing. It's just you could get
you get the tiny
too
120
much.
calorie ones too.
Yeah,
that are
the
good.
little bitty ones.
That is true. I just like, man, they're I like marshmallow. Like a lot of
Oh,
things with
fuck
marshmallow.
yeah.
Like
Goo Goo clusters. Oh my god!
I don't know that I've ever had a
Fuck,
Goo Goo
they're hard to
cluster.
find.
Too much peanut.
You get them at
for
Cracker
me.
Barrel. They can be. It's very peanutty.
What are they? Marshmallow and peanut?
It's like peanut butter with
Peanut butter.
peanut.
Ooh.
There's a peanut butter version, and then there's a marshmallow version.
Oh, okay.
Then they have peanuts and then chocolate
Got
over.
like
it.
nougat,
Oh, okay.
right?
It's covered in chocolate.
It's like a nougaty thing too.
I like nougat. Did you guys? I found
Or a
this out.
chunky. Have you had a chunky bar?
No. What's
yeah,
a chunky
that's an
bar?
old. That's an old person one.
Dude.
Raisins and chocolate.
It had raisins, peanuts, chocolate. Oh yes,
I love a
fucking
chunky bar.
Love chunky bars. Those are so fucking good.
Do you guys know the story behind Three Musketeers, the candy bar,
I
and
think
why it's
so.
called Three Musketeers?
Maybe not.
I learned this listening to 30-20-10 this week or previous week. And
I
it
do know
blew
that,
my mind.
I do know that when they invented nougat, they were thrilled because they could. Basically, it's mostly air,
Yeah.
and they could sell the air
Right.
for the same price as a
As not air.
regular candy bar that didn't take as much space to, or it took more space to make.
And
or
you
whatever.
market it as
more
you know,
ingredients. Yeah,
low
they
calorie
just puff
or whatever.
this thing
Yeah.
up and.
But I like it. I like nougat.
Love Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeer apparently when it first came out was chocolate nougat, vanilla nougat, and strawberry nougat. It was like Neapolitan. There were
Really?
3 different flavors of it. And then so from the way I understand it, I didn't do any research after listening to it. I should have because it was interesting to me. But apparently, what people would do, when you bought it, you got all 3. People would eat the chocolate and throw the vanilla and strawberry away, and then they just started making
Just
them
making it
chocolate.
chocolate.
Man,
and
they
then-
are mask one.
Yeah.
All one.
Damn, that's cool. I would have liked to have had the Neapolitan though.
I know, right?
So
I was
what
going
is
to
it
try
in,
that.
in The Simpsons where he buys several things of Neapolitan ice cream,
Yeah,
opens
it's
up
all
and
the
shits,
chocolate.
the chocolate's gone.
Right, yeah. Oh, and like back to those fucking like talking about Neapolitan and like strawberry and all that. back to those whatever they're called, the wafers with the fucking like cream or I don't know.
Jack loves those.
Dude, those are great.
Just the ones at the dollar store, just the vanilla ones. Fuck yeah.
Oh, I love. I haven't had those in a minute, but like as a kid, holy shit!
I could eat myself sick on those things.
Yeah. Oh
They're
yeah,
just
absolutely.
That good. You're not
is it
wrong.
What is that? Is it? I know it's like wafer, and then
They're just called wafer cookies or
Yeah.
something. Like I
That's
don't think there's like a name for them.
Are they? They got to be like low calorie, right? Probably, right? Probably.
There are a lot worse things.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I know it's not as good as an apple. Man, I've been fucking going crazy on apples because it's like I've become accustomed to like in the last 2 years of just eating whatever the fuck I want to. So there are a lot of times where I'm hungry at 3 o'clock and it's like, fuck. I guess I'll chop up an apple and I'll chop up an apple and eat the apple. And it's like, I've gone through a big fucking bag of apples, and it's like,
Nay.
I get what? Nay. What's Granny Smith? Don't worry, it's like the king. It's the king of apples, the Granny Smith.
Well, so that's the thing. Like I only like one kind of apple to just eat, and they're so fucking expensive. Honeycrisp apples.
$6.87 a bag
What?
for a 3-pound bag of those at Walmart.
Wow.
We buy them because it's the only kind any of us agree on.
Yeah.
I like a Granny Smith,
Oh,
but
I
sometimes
love-
it's
I like
just
I
too
like to
sour.
bake with a Granny Smith.
God, I love a Granny Smith.
I
Get
used to
some Granny
eat 'em all
Smith
the
and some
time.
cheddar cheese. Fuck, man, game on.
I could see how that would offset
But
the
fuck your
sour.
Red Delicious apples.
Oh
Fuck,
my
give them all to
God.
the horses. I hate Red Delicious
They're
apples.
nasty. Yellow apples I fucking hate too.
I like Red Delicious. Okay.
It's just so mealy. Like
Sure.
it turned me off to apples for a long time because it's
Wow,
all
really?
it's all my mom would ever buy. So it's like I don't want that.
Well-
I don't want it.
That's what I was raised on. Was Red
Yeah.
Delicious. That's why I feel like they're fine.
I mean, like you get your Gala and your Fuji apples, and they're
Yeah,
like
Fuji.
they're like
I like Fuji. Okay.
Fuji apples are good.
they're just too hard. They're like biting into rocks or whatever. You know, they're just too crunchy. But the Honeycrisp balances that
Juicy.
out. It's real juicy,
Juicy.
but still really crunchy and has a good flavor. But yeah, they are fucking expensive as hell.
They know what they have.
They do. Got any more?
Fuck, Mary, kill. That was a really good one, Ross.
Yes, it was.
That's a really good. You did a really good job. Did
Got
a
us-
really good job.
Got us fired up on that one.
Gave us an hour of content, probably. Where we're like just three. And what about this candy? Fuck, man. What about this one? What about this candy?
Cherry Clan? What
about
the
this?
fuck is that?
What's,
Tell me you're American without telling me you're American.
what's that? Okay, wait. Before we move on, what's that candy bar that's like pot of honey or something like that?
Bit of honey.
Bit of honey. There you go. I never liked it, but I like the wrapper. I always
I
thought
like the
design
wrapper.
was cool.
I think I bought Anna a T-shirt one time because she mentioned liking Bit of Honey. So I
Yeah.
was like, I like that design. I'm
Yeah.
gonna buy you a bunch of Bit
No,
of Honey
it's-
shit. Then she was like, I don't like it that much.
Too much, too much, too much. It's like it's like how my mom would do like back to school clothes shopping, where I'd be like, I like that Massimo shirt. All right. 15 Massimo shirts. There you go. You're set. Ah, they're gonna make fun of me.
Hope you like Lori Loughlin. Here you go.
Now I'm gonna have a nickname. I like Bit of Honey actually, kind of a lot.
I haven't had one in a while.
They're good to me.
Fuck, marry, kill. Thank you, Ross. Fuck, marry, kill. From a list of worst U.S. food, here we go. Spray cheese, candy corn, corn dogs. I love all of
Easy.
these.
This is easy for me.
All right.
I'm killing candy corn. I fucking
I
hate it.
know. Everyone fucking hates candy corn.
And I mean, it sucks. I just don't like it. I might could eat 2 and then I'm done. I can't do it. I'm gonna fuck.
You reminded me of Henry because he came home the other day from school with candy corn, and he's like, candy corn. He opens it up and has one, and he folds it back up, and I'm like, I was like, you don't want any more? He's like, I'll save them for later. It's like, okay. I was like, your mom makes a really good mix of candy corn and M&Ms.
That's the
and
only
peanuts
context
and-
in which I will
I
eat a
could
candy
see
corn.
that in a mix. Yeah, just by itself.
In
though.
that mix, that's the only way I'll eat it.
What were the other choices now?
spray cheese, corn dogs.
I'm gonna fuck corn dogs and marry that spray cheese, baby.
So I want to know what the list. Where's this list that puts fucking corn dogs on a list of worst U.S. food?
Like
First
it's
of
worst
all,
for you.
they say now
Well,
they're
maybe,
saying now
yeah.
that if you eat one fucking hot dog, you take like a year off your life.
I've heard that, and that sounds like some fucking bullshit.
I should be dead by now, so that's not true.
Yeah, no shit.
I guarantee I've had more than 120 corn dogs in my life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's dumb horse shit just to keep people from. They're trying to scare people out of
Don't
eating
like your
hot
life.
dogs.
Don't enjoy it.
Try moderation instead of just outright lying about things.
But see, the thing is, like, I don't really like hot dogs. I like corn dogs way better than hot dogs.
Oh, yeah, for
because it's got fucking corn muffin
Sweet
around it.
cornbread on it.
You put some fucking mustard on there.
I want to
it's
go to
good
one of
shit.
those fancy like Korean corn dog places. Have you seen those on TikTok?
Oh.
No.
Mind blowing. All the shit
What?
they do. Like have a sample pack of like 4 corn dogs that are fucking outrageous. Like all sorts of like toppings and stuff in the batter.
We're going.
And, like
We're fucking going.
they look amazing. I'll send next time I find one. I'll send it to both of
oh
you guys.
man, yes, please.
Yeah, do that.
I love
the
a
sound of
a
that.
corn dog, but like not enough to go to Sonic. Let's be. I gotta put that right out there.
I get that.
I just like the fucking like. I don't.
shit. The State Fair corn
Yeah,
dogs.
State Fair.
Yeah.
I was like, I was like, blue box. You get it at Walmart.
State
you fucking-
Fair, yeah.
I bought a big box of, or Melissa bought a big box of corn dogs. I think that's what she said during the last 3 nights.
Yeah.
Corn dogs.
That's one of the reasons.
That's fucking 3 years, man. You gotta stop her.
One of the things I love about a corn dog is you can cook it 17 different ways and it tastes a little different each way. And I guess that's probably true for a lot of things, but like you can effectively microwave, air fry, bake, grease fry, pan fry, however, a corn dog, and it'll always come out good.
Just thaw it out for a
thaw it
while,
out,
eat
let
it.
it get room temp, and eat that shit.
One thing about the corn dog that I hated as a kid was like trying to like once you've got it like almost all eaten, you have to like start like really maneuvering it or deep throating it like one or the other, and it's just like I hated like when it gets down to that last little bit, and I'm gonna eat all the fucking
You see,
like.
you got pushed up.
Break it and push it up.
But then
That's what I do.
yeah, I know.
But then you gotta munch that little last bit of corn
Right.
off, that little
And I like that last
little
bit,
nugget. Yeah.
and I'm weird, and I want it to be like contained. I want it to be part of it. I want a little bit of that hard, crunchy with the soft.
Do you like the crunchies if you have Long John Silver's?
I haven't had Long John Silver's in
I get them.
20.
I mean,
years.
don't, but still,
No, I'm required to pick up a box of crumbs when I go to Long John Silver's.
they are. I
Crumbs?
love those things.
They're called crumbs, but yeah,
They're the little hard fried bits
Yeah.
or what?
just batter.
Batter that falls off the fish in the fryer, and they scoop it out.
They
and
scoop
it's-
it out.
They
and
sell it?
Strain it. They sell it. Nah, I think they just give it away.
That's wild.
You
Because
get a box. It's a little box, and it's just full of crumbs. You can ask for them.
Because Melissa and I do love Long John Silver's. It's so fucking good. We'll eat it and enjoy it. It's so much while we're eating it. But 20 minutes later, we feel like fucking
It's because that
death.
fish is
Like
it
in what
expands
way?
in your stomach.
Yeah, I
the
mean,
fish
you just get-
bloats out real bad in your stomach. You're not supposed
All
to.
fish or just like
Well, the
fried
fish they use is particularly.
Is it puffer fish?
Yeah,
You just feel greasy because it is.
it
I mean,
is
it's
very greasy.
You just
and-
feel greasy and sick and sluggish. And I mean, it's Long John Silver's is a young man's game.
It really
Once
is.
you hit your
but
30s, you
my
can't have
God.
5-hour energy or Long John Silver's without feeling like shit.
My God, a fish fillet with some malt vinegar splashed on there.
I mean, that's good. And I can eat fried fish almost anywhere else and be okay. But man, if I get Long John Silver's, it's so good. It's so good. But oh my God.
It'll
I
tear you
can't eat
up,
it because
yeah.
I feel like ass afterwards.
I think I've had literally Long John Silver's twice in my life, and Captain D's maybe once. But I don't like fish, so
Oh, yeah. There's no reason for you to go.
that kind of
Yeah, then you wouldn't care for it. John and I got
the chicken at Long John Silver's is actually pretty good.
It is
but
good chicken.
I still wouldn't. Maybe I would try it, but if someone would go get it for me, because it's like
Nation, you heard him. Someone go get.
Because I don't want to go through that drive-through and they open the fucking window and I get hit with that fucking fried fish smell.
You'll get it.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
And I also here's my worry. Like I've definitely had fried chicken before where it's like you fried this in the same fucking oil as you did the fish.
Oh, they do that
I'm
there
sure they
too.
did that. Yeah.
No. No, that's the
Yeah,
worst.
yeah.
No. Because that
They shouldn't do that. They shouldn't, but I bet they do.
because that sends me on a weird like psychological spiral where it's like, does this really taste like fish, or do I just think it tastes like fish because I know it's a fish place? Let me take another bite. Fuck, man, I don't know, but I don't like it. And then I want to eat it to like
Yeah.
figure out the mystery. And then Nikki's like, stop. Okay.
I do like
Have
the
a
fish,
burger.
the
Here's
fish
some
tacos.
macaroni.
Yeah.
Fish tacos at Long John Silver. If I can just eat one of those, and I'm okay. That has enough like fiber in the tortilla and then roughage in the slaw that I'll be okay.
It balances it out.
A little bit if I just have one.
Yeah.
The one Long John Silver's that we have in town is combined with an A&W.
Right. Yeah.
But
that's
it
been
didn't-
there a while.
But
too.
it didn't used to be that way.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s, in that same shopping center over where Walgreens sits now.
Party Mart used to
Party
be.
Yes, used to
Mart.
be Party Mart.
I'd buy wheels of cheese at Party Mart.
Well, the spot where Walgreens is right now is where the Long John Silver's used to be.
Oh, it's not
And
there anymore?
It was only a long. No, it was. It's there in that same shopping center,
I
just
see.
farther down.
I got you. Okay.
But in the spot where Walgreens is, it's a Long John. It used to be a Long John Silver's
okay.
right
Like,
there.
they're on the corner.
And it was an old school Long John Silver's.
Oh.
Like when you walked in, it looked like you were
It was
inside
a
a
sea
ship.
motif, big ass
Like a pirate
rough
ship.
ropes,
Yes.
and bells and shit.
It was
yeah.
like being in a pirate ship, and you could get a little pirate hat to
Yeah.
wear. And I always got one. And yeah, I loved going in there because of the ambiance. I thought that was great.
But then 20 years later, when you walk in, it's like, oh,
Yeah, now it's just the
What's it
food.
look
now it looks like the fucking
Looks like a
Black
fucking-
Pearl from
a bus stop.
It does, and it's like you can see the thin layer of grease on everything. Slip on the tile, on the brown tile when you come in,
Fun.
Yep,
because that Long John Silver's A&W is fucking
it's nasty.
gross.
Go
Is
through the
it?
drive-through.
So
If you're
gross.
gonna go through the drive-through because
I'm not gonna go.
not that you're going to. I
Nah.
mean, you as in anyone but you. If you're
Even the
going, don't go
A&W.
inside.
Because Melissa and I
Not
remember
enough of a
we
draw.
went
No, it's
inside
not.
last
It's
time.
awful.
We
A&W
were
sucks.
Yeah.
we were waiting for one of the girls to get done with something, so we went inside and ate. It was just like
Don't. It is
this feels
gross.
terrible.
I remember when that place first.
this place
opened.
looks like I'm gonna feel in 20 minutes.
I remember when that particular location opened.
Oh,
and
it
of
was
course,
huge.
It was clean and it was wonderful in there. But they've
The
just let
big
it
vats
go.
of root beer and barrels and shit that they'd make in store, like it was fucking fire when it first
But
opened.
Sounds
it's
legit.
just now it's just shitty.
Yeah.
Well, Long John Silver struggles because I mean the price of seafood is totally different compared to like beef and chicken and shit that you do. Like it's
Yep.
it's a I mean I've watched several like things about Long John Silver's and it's just their business model is very very difficult.
Yeah,
I can imagine. Yeah.
but I do like that fish. I'll eat it still from time to time. But I'm like you. I like it so much I'll eat too much of it.
Yep.
And then I'm fucking
And it's just
mad.
like, "Fine,
later.
all right, see you guys Wednesday. Like,
I can do
Oh.
fried catfish sometimes.
Fuck, I
it-
love that shit.
But it's like if I have the option not to,
You won't.
yeah,
yeah. Because it's like Nikki and Henry will get it. And it's like, man, even just smelling it is like, fuck, man.
Well, catfish
Good
varies, man. If you
Lord.
get a lakey catfish, like that's.
Love a catefish on the other hand.
But there's a place in Mayfield called the Catfish House. That's fucking great.
Oh, you been to Bluegrass? I think it's called Bluegrass. It's like in La Center or something. They've been
Sounds
around
good,
for
too.
freaking ever, and they
I'll
raise
always
their
go.
own catfish.
Okay, I'm in.
And they serve it up as huge pieces with these, and it's golden brown with the fries and oh man, hush puppies, all that good
I
shit.
do like hush puppies.
I want to say it's called like
The Hush
Bluegrass
Puppies at-
Catfish Kitchen or something. I'll have to look it
Okay.
up, but definitely if you like catfish, that's where I've always
Catfish
enjoyed.
Kitchen down the road in Draftonville is where we used to go all the time as a kid.
Everyone talks up Willow Pond.
Willow Pond is also very good.
Yeah.
the one close to
Heard
where
it's
you
good.
live
yeah.
is good.
And that's where, and I say everyone. That's where Nikki and Henry
their frog
got
legs
that
are really
catfish.
good.
Yeah.
Do you like frog legs?
Yeah, I like frog legs, but I'm in the same camp with frog legs as I am with like alligator. It's like I'll just fucking get some chicken. Like it's just seems easier, and I don't have to be around fucking fish.
Well, should we find out what we're playing next week?
We can do that. Did we do the murder, the fuck, marry, kill,
Oh,
Corn
I
dog?
I did.
candy corn cheese? I know you're killing candy corn. Yeah,
I'm gonna kill candy corn. I'm gonna fuck canned cheese, and I'm gonna marry corn dogs.
This is really hard for me because I like all of these things, but I like spray cheese the least out of all of those. And the only reason why is because it's like the, like the, what do they call it? The birth plug. The spray cheese gets that birth plug. I don't like
You
that.
gotta
Not
you
the
gotta
hardened
shave
cheese?
that
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
Not me if you're lazy. You're just like, I guess I'm eating this, and it's gross.
It's like a chewy sweet tart, only it's cheese.
So I'm gonna kill the spray cheese, and then fuck the candy corn, because I do like candy corn in moderation. It's definitely like I eat 8 of those, and we're good to go. And then I'm gonna marry the corn dog.
I do want to call Melissa and give her this one.
Okay.
I think this is very interesting for her.
Yeah.
If Jack doesn't have her phone.
Well, he can answer if he does. I'm going to talk to him about those wafer cookies.
Hello, dear. You are on the show because I want you to take this Mary Fuck Kill.
Hello, show. Okay.
So, Mary Fuck Kill, candy corn, corn dogs, canned cheese.
I would kill the string cheese.
That's what I thought.
Spray. It's spray cheese.
Spray-
if that's
spray
important,
cheese.
like Cheese Whiz.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
String cheese is kind of good.
Here's where it gets hard.
I mean,
I would marry corn dogs,
Okay. All right.
and I can't say the other word. 'Cause I'm
Fornicate with candy corn.
Yes.
Same as Dave.
yeah.
All right.
Ah.
Okay, I just thought that'd be a good one for you. I wanted to give it to you.
Okay. Well, thanks.
Okay, bye.
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 All right.
Because I know she does fucking love candy corn.
We'll find out what we're playing.
Yeah, let's do it. Go ahead, grab this batter up peripheral, plug it in, Wild and Crazy Kid style, point my no hole run direction. Say the prayer. We all love to say. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop.
Number 4, which means nothing.
All right.
Natsume Championship Wrestling.
Okay.
All right.
Don't know anything about it. I
Nope.
assume it's a wrestling game
either.
made by Natsume.
Sounds good.
I'm down.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. You can find the show on iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, Spotify, Google Play. Just Google TADPOG. You'll find us. We're various places. Like I said, we're going to do Natsume Professional Wrestling, Championship Wrestling. But in the meantime, if you want to send us something, you send that to Tadpog Studios, care of Nicole Nance, PO Box 3785, Purdue, Kentucky 42002. You want to call us? 270-883-2555. We're Twitter underscore Tadpog underscore podcast on Twitter and Instagram.
We bought Twitter.
Yeah.
That's what we've been doing with all the Patreon money. We've saved it up since we started.
Saved it up, bought $200 worth of NFTs, sold it for $38 trillion, and then bought Twitter.
Who wants to buy my corn dog NFT?
Lost it all. We were about to. We lost it all in crypto. Almost had Twitter.
To the moon.
Diamond hands, baby.
See, what else did we do? We're on Facebook. Who knows for how much longer? Facebook's about to rebrand. I guess.
I
get a
heard
new
about
name.
that, like the Zuckerverse or
That's
whatever.
You're primarily dedicated to old people. That's not gonna fly, Mark Zuckerberg. So unless it's Zuckerbook. Okay.
And some of those old people are going to go to Trump's social media network.
Yeah, they're like, I'm not changing my name. No.
Their days are fucking numbered, man. I don't know. It doesn't look good.
But that's episode posts, memes. If you're a fan like that dank shit, we got Tadpog Nation.
So dank.
But if you like your chat a little more organized, for good people, we got that Discord.
Yeah.
That Discord again.
Discord.gg/Tadpog or bit.ly/Tadpog Discord.
Very active.
Yep. Everyone.
All day, every day.
It's great. I love it. It is a great, like, I don't socialize a lot except for there, essentially.
Me neither.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like an outlet for me to socialize, and I love it. I really do. I love it. It's a good community there.
As I have a new phone, this is the first time I've logged into Patreon.
Who dis?
So I cannot. So it will not allow me.
Let's see. I can probably pull that up. Bixby won't tell you.
Bixby.
You've let me down, Bixby.
Bixby.
Well, Tyler, this is a brand new Whose side I have not been to. Bixby cannot give you this information, honey.
Let's see.
I'd use Bixby if it was a Southern Belle. If it was like the guy from King of the Hill that love crawfish etouffee.
Let's see. We got Jesse McCombs riding the penny train. Toot toot.
Nice.
Thank you, Jesse. And we've got Dane, Backlog Banisher Dane, riding the penny train. Toot toot toot. And then I think we may have already done this, but it's fine. Big ups from Exalted Lord Micah Purdue. Thank you very much.
Cha-cha.
I think that is it. If I miss somebody, I'm really sorry. I'm sure we'll get you. We'll get you next week.
All right. So our theme song is Moves. Let's get more drive. Link to that track from found the shorts at TADPOG.com.
One more thing.
One more thing.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I promised them on Discord that I would say this. What?
No, nothing.
What?
Nothing.
What was that look for?
Nothing.
Well, I need to know. I want to know your prediction.
I'll tell you after the show.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Stay tuned from a very special message from Drunkle Santa. Tadpog Secret Santa's right around the corner. So stay tuned.
Nice.
There'll be a message coming very soon. We'll be sure to put that on the Discord. And Tyler, if you'd be so kind to put that on Facebook when it comes through,
Absolutely.
that'd be great. If Santa himself doesn't do it first, who knows?
Okay.
He may handle it himself. Anyway, sorry. I wanted to get that out before
worries.
I totally forgot.
Drinksmith Joey Webster started the Wheel of Time. Very happy. Very
congratulations.
happy for his journey. He's been asking me stuff throughout the day.
I said that jubilantly like I've read it. I'm just happy that he's enjoying it.
There'll be a
yeah.
show you can watch, so you don't have to read it.
But I probably won't. I think I'd rather read it than watch the show.
Yeah.
Even if the show's good. Who knows? Fuck it.
Yeah, that's true.
I read Game of Thrones after watching the first season, so it's like, it might work out that way.
It might, it'd probably be a good, like,
If it's
to
really good.
establish, because
Yeah.
there are a lot of characters. It's
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, so
Oh,
establish
yeah.
that in your head.
God, that reminds me. Somebody brought up the other day on the Discord, they brought up the King Killer Chronicles.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Listen, I read that shit and I loved it, but now I'm never gonna. I don't care if he puts that fucking third
Yeah,
book out tomorrow. I'm done.
He has done some George R. R. Martin shit. Yeah.
You're
Someone-
done because it's been so long
Yes.
since the last book.
Yes, because it's not worth that long of a wait.
I
And
might have.
he's
I
just
think
been-
I've bought you those.
He's
the
been
name,
Thanks.
the name of the Wind and Wise Man's Fear.
Probably.
He's been a dick about it too. People keep asking him about it, which I get. After a while, you get tired of hearing it. But it's like, hey, you kind of put all of us into this situation. Wrote these really good books, and now you just don't seem to give a shit. That's why I won't. Rothfuss pissed me off with
Yeah.
that one. I mean,
Yeah.
I get the George R. R. Martin thing too. He kind of pissed me off too, but I don't know. This one just made me. Someone asked me because I had made a comment about it. They had mentioned the King Killer Chronicle, and I made a comment. I can't even remember what I said, but I said I'm not even going to bother. And they're like, "Is it because you didn't like it, or because of the whole delay with the third book?" It's the delay.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot, but I'm just frustrated with that.
How long has
author.
it been?
I'm gonna look that up. It's been a very.
It's been
long
like
time.
10 years.
Oh, yeah.
Or more. It's been a long time.
But how long has it been since the last Game of Thrones book?
Well, it's coming up on there too.
2 decades, maybe?
Probably. Oh yeah, actually, he started writing those books a long time ago. So back in the 90s.
Yeah, I know they're old, but I don't know when the last book was written.
Because
I mean, the show turned 10 years old, I think, this year.
Yeah.
So
there's a nation of people in Wise Man's Fear that I drew. That was my inspiration for Bachette and her dwarves in my dwarven game.
oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just experience the books through D&D games.
2011, March 1st, 2011 is when Wise Man's Fear
So
came
it's been
out.
10 years.
It's been 10 years.
Okay. I mean, I think it's not just about the fact that he has waited so long to put it out, is that he's started to become kind of an asshole about it. And it's like, if you're not going to finish it because you
Yes,
can't, or you can't figure out how to end it, whatever, that's fine. Just let us know.
Just let it, yeah.
Just tune us into that so I can stop thinking about it.
Doors
But
Doors of Stone is the third one. And he's claiming he's writing it. He's claiming it will be out this year.
Okay.
So
Well, I'll have to reread the fucking first two
been a
books
long
because
fucking
it's
time.
been 7 years since I read those, or 5 years. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to get off on a tangent.
No, it's all good. The show is built on tangents.
It is. It
It's
is.
true. So how do we want to close it out? You didn't plug your Twitch.
Oh, yeah, I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/TADPOG_podcast. I do that on Sunday nights. If you want to come hang out, it'd be cool. If it's a 2-player Super Nintendo game, then we can play online together. It might be fun.
Oh, yeah.
And also, we were talking about Patreon. I want to thank our executive producers. These are the people who donate to us at $20 or more a month, and we very much appreciate it. We've got Usurper Grimm, God Emperor Alex Pena, Cousin David Galino, Cthusiast Jeff Miners, Laud Mulaney Dennis, Steve Dixon, Plinko Nick Price, Clambro Cody Phillips, Bantha Master, Executive Producer Dig Dougie, Time Lord Josh Edwards, Gamebug Prime Nathan Eaton, Matt Gentile, a.k.a. Gentle G, congratulations on your marriage, Magical Sleeper, a.k.a. Big Dick Pie Baker Chris Vaughn, Temporal Eternal Savior Cubicle Monkey, who sent me a message and said it's fine to say his name slow. Pinball Archmage Chris Edler, I'm sorry you couldn't be on this episode. Platinum member Brett Miller, Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins, Nate from Utah, first time caller, Zeus Laser, Boons from Brooklyn, Drinksmith Joey Webster, Big Daddy Paul Anderson, Master Cycle Baron Kevin Link, General Kenobi Massacre, and Barbecue Baron Andrew Rowland. Thank you very much.
Love it.
A lot of people have been watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood since our most recent Patreon bonus episode. So I know Cthusiast Jeff is like getting real into it.
Good.
And then I know a couple other people have mentioned, I think Frog Pussy Phil. I think Frog Pussy Pope Phil is, sorry, I messed your name up during the executive produced by. I should probably start all over, but Frog Pussy Pope Phil has also started watching it too. So, and some other people have too.
That's good. Good shit.
Good shit indeed.
Yeah.
Like our favorite, not in book, but our favorite book to media fictional character.
Our favorite
Is
book to media.
book to some form of media.
So
Be it a movie, be it a TV show,
It couldn't be a book to book.
or a radio production.
Oh, fuck.
I don't even know what that would be.
Our favorite one.
Or just anyone, whatever, just a character or whatever impersonation you can do the most.
Perfect. So it's none. Got it.
Fuck, I don't know. Hang on.
Do a voice from the novelization of Star Wars.
Okay.
Because you look very Jedi-esque today.
I do. I have my Jedi ponytail and my
And
hoodie.
you got your hoodie. Yeah.
So until next time.
Tropical Capricorn.
Capricorn.
Don't get cocky. Got me. You got me, Ned. I like it.
Thanks. I'm glad you picked up on that. Tyler? Who were you?
I was an Ogier from the Wheel of Time, who are a very slow race who contemplate everything very. Figured it'd be easy
like the
impression.
Ents from Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
I thought you were
Yes.
the sloth from Zootopia.
Because what a book, right?
Best pornographic manga. I've read in a long time.
You're right. It went from movie to pornography.
That would have been a way better joke if I'd have been able to pronounce pornography right the first or second time. This, Ian, is for you.
For me?
That is for you.
No fucking way.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes, fucking way.
Holy shit. Where did this fucking come from?
We all pitched in, and it was Usurper Grimm's idea. He's like, let's get that album for Ian. And then a bunch of us pitched in. And
So appreciate you being here.
yeah, absolutely.
That's
Token
from
of
everybody.
appreciation.
Dude, I'm fucking crying right now. This is amazing. Thank you, guys.
yeah.
Holy shit, everybody.
Yeah, this
For
game-
real. This is not even something I thought was ever going to happen. This is, oh my God, so fucking cool.
And
Oh my God, I am overwhelmed.
So you like it?
I hate it.
Fuck you guys.
man, I would have laughed my ass off if you just broke it over your knee right now.
You walk out and we never see you again.
I mean, like I wouldn't even be mad at all because that would be so funny to me.
So epic. God damn it. Y'all, I love you all so much. Thank you. Fucking
Yeah, man.
really, this is
Look,
awesome.
This is it was Grimm's idea, and then Mr. Saturn, Chris Murray, he fucking like organized it all and purchased the album and
sleuthed it
shipped
out.
it to me. And
Shit.
Frog Pussy Pope Phil chipped in, and Ruby on Rails Baron Paul Kluel, and Gamebug Prime Nate, and Gentle G, congratulations on your marriage, and then Tyler and I.
Y'all, this makes me just feel so special. For real. This means a fucking lot to me.
Good.
I can't even begin. By the way, it's the DG's Hail Satin album.
No one knows what we gave him. It's the double-ended dildo from Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah. For those who don't know, I showed Ian my dick.
Everybody pitched in.
I should not have said what this was, but now that I have, I just want to clarify for anyone who doesn't know. I was looking for this album. It's the Foo Fighters as the DGs doing Bee Gees cover songs. And the album is called Hail Satin. It was only released in record stores. It's super fucking impossibly hard to find. And that's why I'm freaking out so much, because I had given up. I had given up that this was ever going to be a thing, and you guys have you made my week. And oh my God, Tanya is going to die.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my God. I got to get home.
Go out
before
there
she
more
goes to
often.
bed.
Don't even live here. Go.
I got to get home before she goes to bed so I can show her. What time is it? Yeah, she'll be up. It's fine.
It's 9/11.
Oh, God. Hey, I didn't look at the clock. I didn't look at the clock at 9/11. No, this is awesome. She's going to die. I love you guys so much.
Yeah, man, we love you too.
Thank you. Thank you. Shit. You got me. You got me. Shit, y'all.